You may know this as the best hack ever made.
Me, Mario.
Starting 5.5, destroy memories. Technically the one that ends the lore of the Revenge saga of hacks.
Before we threw in some survey checks and other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like you before that happened.
Okay, so
yeah,
anyways,
so this game essentially is
god damn it.
Is a version of 5. So okay, this game is kind of like a version of. It's not that again. So.
I will call it like
Project
a
at one point
DLC
made,
of sorts.
Star Revenge 6.5, which was like basically Star Revenge 6, but the stars were like hidden in various places with one word.
Yeah, we could
title.
call it Green Stars.
It's kind of like it's kind of like
Points?
Green
Useless.
Stars, but Brode's
Collect.
own take on it.
Into games.
This game is
Alright.
essentially that, but it's also made a lot more difficult as well. So, in a lot of respects, while 5 was a very easy, casual, friendly game, 5.5 is a lot more. It's a lot more advanced in.
Yeah, difficulty-wise, the nerds of the community will position it basically among the most difficult ROM hacks that we don't call straight up Kaizo or White Kaizo. So it's like some of the worst things that you can reasonably play that has quality and is still called casual.
I mean, it's not like I don't
Well,
think it's like quite the level where we start blurring the line between what's a casual hack and what's a Kaizo hack. But it's definitely a lot more difficult than 5. That's for sure. And the cryptic nature of it also makes it not as casual friendly. So it's a bit more niche in terms of.
Phantom, what are you doing with the cactus there?
In terms of
see.
like its.
There are two ways of getting
accessibility
things
level.
done in this pack, after all.
The
Oh my god, it
actual
happened.
ways. I think that's karma, dude. I think that's karma
Yeah.
for cheating.
Well, I just want to show up like how you will do it normally and how you will do it if you were, you know, a little more experienced with the game.
Alright, so
Is this
pick your
neat
roles,
skip
guys.
that we have for this one?
With
Man.
my experience of the game is kind of similar to my experience with 5 in that I first learned it as a speed run, but in this case I only did one run, and I also never played it casually afterwards.
One thing that needs to be mentioned that this dude is gonna tell you is that the game doesn't save. So you
Yeah.
have to make do with the 3 cap switches for a while for the
As your
first
save
40
points.
stars.
Yeah. So like you don't see a success like warp, you don't see a congratulations, you don't see a menu that goes like save and continue, save and quit. Yeah, that's the really simple way to not let the player save. So like for 40 stars you have the 3 saves, which are the 3 cap switches, which Phantom is probably going to use strategically because they are also connected to some other stars in the game. Like actually
Yeah.
pressing them enables stuff.
Oh boy, I want to shoot a cannon, what the hell? Alright, well, we're a star.
Yeah, so weird.
Oh, because the game doesn't give you the save prompt, you don't get healed, so like the main levels have these cards in front of them.
It's worth noting that this hack does not have infinite lives. It has you start with 25, so which makes saving the save feature more of an issue. You can cheese it somewhat by the fact that you can exit course while moving in this game, so if like you fall off, you can quickly exit course to
Yeah.
not lose a life.
And that's not
Which-
even that's not even mentioning that you can save state if you're fed up with the gimmick. Of course, now the topic of save stating is completely different, but if you don't care about, you know, validity of your casual playthrough compared to the community and all that kind of stuff, you can do that also. But yeah, the point is, this ROM hack cannot have infinite lives because that will defeat the whole purpose of unlimited lives to get stars, or the first 40 stars anyway.
The thing about that too, that's nice, is that when you exit course in this game, it puts you right outside the level rather than like 1 point, like in vanilla.
Oh,
so
let me mention something quickly. Well, like if you were watching Star Range 5, then you may have noticed that this is course 1. It's just that instead of water, we have something, well, a little hotter than that. And this is the flower field that had the secrets. Like, I'm pretty sure the flowers in that game are like different colors. The ones that have the secrets.
They were.
But somehow they ended up being here, and they don't have secrets, so they lead to one.
True. Giroid mentioned that apparently he didn't notice the different color of the flowers with the secrets. He only noticed it for the first time today.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
anyways, we spotted a star there. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people, myself included, like the first time, oh god, the first time I played this hack, we all tried to, like, because it looks that it's close enough to triple jump walk, you can get it. But Broad was smart enough to just barely place it out of reach. So like even with your best triple jump walk kick, you're not gonna reach this star. And it really looked like it should.
If you managed to reach it this time, this would have been the surprise of the stream. But yeah, I can see why it's barely not possible.
Yeah, like if I did, like also a new fucking single star record.
It will shatter the speedruns of this game, which unfortunately there are even fewer of them than the ones of Star Range 5, or should I say the activity. Because Star Range 5 does have a lot of speedruns, it just doesn't have a lot of activity nowadays. But this game, well, it does still have a high bar for entering, because for example, what was it, the first star that Phantom did in this level or something? Like, one of the stars definitely stopped me immediately when I tried to learn. Ah yeah, the one with the wall kick skip, which is like star 1 in this level. Like, I already wasn't able to get that wall kick skip down, so I don't know if I will be speedrunning for the start of this.
So, like, the idea is that you had to find a warp.
Yeah.
There is a skip of sorts, so like, I don't remember when we started using this. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. It's pretty simple, it's just do a wall kick here, and then ideally you let's drop that though. Oh god, I'm gonna get that. Ideally you reach that, and just keep having to use a warp. This only saves like a second, or like a second in this game is pretty significant.
Yeah, exactly, because it's already fast-paced, and you don't get all the save prompts, which immediately saves time.
Yeah, I like it. Like, I feel like removing the save prompts, but still leaving the star dance is like a good balance of like downtime versus, well, a lot of downtime.
Yeah, as opposed to, for example, modern 3D Mario games like the Galaxies.
Yeah.
That reminds me, like, one of the games I run is Warp Zone, which also has no save prompts, but like in that game you spawn really high after getting a star, so it kind of negates the time save somewhat, but it's the thing.
It's actually pretty nice that you can kind of see, you can see the star that is there. So if you're paying attention, you see where the bosses lead. A lot of people get confused. That's hard to do. It's one of the best skips in this stage, I would say. That's insane much though. God damn it. Alright. It's important to set it up early. This thing has like a lot of extra different ways of doing different stars. Right. Stone. Stone is something that a lot of people like notice if they make a mistake on the star that is got.
Alright. Yeah, to be honest, like in casual playthroughs, whenever someone picks up 5.5, I keep rooting for them to basically fall off so that they can easily notice the star, because otherwise it's a little bit hidden.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, I mean, at least a lot of people that I see do notice it. And the game already told me that we don't get stars for collecting coins, so I'm not gonna bother. Right, ice level.
Also, yeah, you're doing it structurally like this. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, we're gonna find out how to get 7 stars in all levels much later. And oh, that's how you do the skip of boxes. Man, I climb the tower from the bottom every time.
It's pretty natural for me, so I kind of forgot it's a skip, honestly.
That's fair enough. Like, the content that you're skipping is like the bottom half of the tower, which, to be honest, we could really not bother with.
One thing about this level is I think this was the first level that Broduke posted like a video preview of in this game for this game.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, I think so, yeah. Well, the factories leave a bigger impression, so I remember that. I'm pretty sure this was the first. Anyways, if you see a lava plant and you get a shell, then you know what you must do.
That arrow might be a little bit misleading. It's pointing backwards, like as opposed to when you actually start using the shell. Well, the point is that it is pointing towards the shell. But yeah, and we also have
yeah, it's just so you know what to do when you land on the lava, mostly.
Yeah, that's a weird spinning star over there.
Yeah, I didn't know they could like go up and down like that.
Maybe Broduke took a lesson out of the book of... I don't know, I feel like other games have such things, but anyway, it's a troll. Yeah, that's actually a disguise.
I can't believe I've been trolled. Troll while playing a star range? No way. Not the smoothest landing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yep. And this part is too wide for the amps to be menacing in any way. This one doesn't even move. Oh, we ran out of... Oh god. So as you can see, like, not all the stars are like super hidden, like if it was a green star hack. Some of them are. Some others have like this very nice platform for them. Oh yeah, let me show you
still
something.
only get
Because...
one word of hint.
Oh, for sure. Because it's like this part is kind of hard to find when you're playing actually, honestly. It's a little weird. Then we have the ship. So for the amp star, you can actually get it from here. By doing this. Not even a no-block glitch, that's just a normal no-block jump. It's pretty neat. Now the no-block is meant for something completely different. Which will be finding a star that happens to be hanging there. That's when it gets like a little like hidden stuff. Although this star is pretty easy to see from below. Like it's the first thing you see when you enter the level, pretty much.
Yeah, in a way, if you think about it, it's the same as just placing the star on top of the platform, but since it's green star, so like as we discussed a little bit earlier, it's off the platform, so it's, you know, not immediately
You have
apparent
a
unless you
run
see it
right
from the
here.
proper angle.
It's kind of like how the stars will be placed in that one level of Redone 2, where it's like the normal star, but it's just slightly off the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
To be honest, that's a lot of green stars ever since the original Super Mario Galaxy 2 that did green stars for the first time. I wonder if there's ways around it, like design-wise.
Honestly, this is a very good looking level.
Yeah,
That's kind of the norm in this hack, actually.
for
Most
how
of us are very good
depressing each
looking.
level looks and bonus points that this is a winter level, which, as we discussed previously, might be a trope that usually looks a little bit more lifeless. Still, it looks pretty good.
Hmm.
I think this game in general, like the levels, look a lot more interesting, at least on a visual level, than
No.
5.0.
Okay.
Anton, I know why you set
Yeah,
up a
never
save
mind.
state, but let me tell you, you're not supposed to be using this for, well,
I'm
sucking.
kidding. Okay, we learned on the course 1 that this spawns the blocks, so obviously it's a bad idea to press it, right? If you want to continue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Broadut is trying to throw us again, but we are not falling for it this time.
What the hell? I don't remember this guy here. I don't remember any guy here.
Well,
Oh my god. Okay, well, finally. What incarnation? I definitely don't remember this guy. Got him.
got him. It's just a prank, bro. Why did I agree to this? Yeah, why did Broadut,
Well, I
reverse
kind of
Broadut
suck.
even agree to being put in a box? Man, you should have tried to backtrack.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, what the hell, dude? But if I press this, I can continue, right? You son of a bitch.
Like gasp. Yeah, so basically to explain, I don't think anyone falls casually for this star because, like, people will just press the button instinctively. They see a button and they press it. They don't consider that they're gonna, like, destroy their pathing for going forward, but that doesn't matter because the actual star is in the box. Right there under the switch.
I always get frustrated at that. Like, I'm about to see if they get trolled, but they for some reason press the button without even wanting to a lot of the times, and they get the sound. They got the lead.
But then with a little bit more thought, yeah, there's actually a box down there.
Right, so I'm gonna spoil a little something here, but like there is some really nasty collision going on here. So like the strategy is normally to try to laser from here, so you can skip that.
And then you accidentally succeed.
Alright. This is like it's actually really hard to manage.
True.
The way it's tilt or something.
It gives me heart attacks every single time. It gave me heart attacks when I was trying to play this with the Joy-Con, also when I was doing hardcore attempts of this. Yeah, basically. That's why it's not giving good feelings.
Heal. That's a little vague. Oh, what is this? I can launch them here? Wow, wow. Oh, I can shoot do that? Wow, wow. Oh, we are here now. I'm not... Well, I mean... if you ignore all of that, then you're supposed to use these friends to get over here from where you get the shell.
Right.
It's really simple.
Yeah, I do use that. Or I did sometimes, even though every single time I remember to wait, you're not supposed to take that path, but whatever, it's good to have multiple ways to do stuff.
This leads to the factory, yeah. I'm not sure what's the point of... I mean, it's nice level structure, I guess. Oh, what? No way.
No way indeed, you missed the star.
That has to be one of the hardest stars to find. It's actually well hidden, just because it's kind of BS.
Yeah, he's actually just half stuck it inside of the slope.
Yeah, in a place that a lot of people just don't see in the first place.
But yeah, basically this is your like wake-up call to consider that like the stars are going to be hidden in such occasions. So if it says factory, then it's in the area of the factory, and then you're looking for what ledge contains the star. And
Pretty much.
finally some good fucking music.
Finally, what do you mean?
Well, I have
Yeah, I
to...
know that it goes to the music is a little slow, but it's pretty atmospheric.
Yeah, atmospheric it is, but that's my problem with it, because for that reason it's not epic. But also it was a jab at how this is a Toho, and you know.
Oh yeah, this is more like, you know, upbeat, if that's what you want. Alright, what are we doing here? You might have noticed the enemies don't have faces. Well, I mean, the ones that have faces normally don't. But another thing to notice is that every stage has like 1 or 2 enemies that are gonna be everywhere, pretty much. Like this is the piranha plant and like Kiryu stage, pretty much.
Actually, yeah, I have a feeling that someone else also like came to this conclusion earlier. I don't remember, might have also been you, but did you play 5.5 recently on stream and notice that? Because,
It's pretty nice, pretty nice.
yeah, you do make a point about the enemies.
Like it was bullies for the first level and spin drifts plus the snowman for the second one. Oh, there was a star up there. What the heck?
Man,
As you can imagine, this has one of the easiest skips. It's just triple jump up this low.
it's amazing how you're combining like pretending to be surprised by where the stars are positioned with casually putting off speedrun skips and like jumps across slopes that probably were not intended to get into places. And it also doesn't even matter that much, because with this ROM hack it's more like you versus the puzzle of the game, figure out a way to get to a star no matter how.
The thing with this hack is that the levels are designed in such a way that they are big like most Star Range levels, but at the same time they make for some really good, like, you know, fun places to just do whatever with Mario. There are plenty of slopes and stuff like that. And also we can go over there. There is a structure in like in 2 halves. This is the second half. And there's the cannon too. We love this cannon.
Yeah, in a way, I guess we were already seeing the thing with the 2 halves in various levels in Star of Edge 5, especially every single time we had like a normal area and an alternate area of the level. And this one, I guess these just happen more naturally without warps across the entire levels. But like the level design divides the levels in distinct parts. And Brodude here talks about like a cheat that he didn't actually know about until I think it was Crash, either in beta testing or very first version of the game. Actually did skip the shell star with the secrets like that. There weren't secrets before, but he put them just to make sure that people are actually gonna do the shell intended. So
yeah, despite the fact that the shell is faster and probably easier.
And he's like...
and there is a star here. I don't know how to like pretend I don't know that. How do you notice that? I guess you notice it when you do the shells. Huh?
That's just how the looking around works in this game. Or doesn't.
Shells, huh? I just happened to know the shell was here too. Well, this is the secrets we are talking about, and I really like the fact that this is water. I don't know, it just makes
these are water
more
boxes
unique.
exactly to be friendly to the shell, because the water upwards you when you enter it from the side. So I guess this is fun. 0 A presses or 1 A press, maybe? But,
one at the end for sure. So this is where you're supposed to notice the secrets, I guess. Actually pretty good. Cannot guarantee that the player's gonna turn around like this, but it's good enough for me.
Yeah,
also, it wasn't water. If you hit the walls, you just break the shell and die.
Yeah, true. You can also do that because you can always break the shell with the Z button, which might not be common knowledge. And even if you know that, if you aren't careful with what you're doing, you might end up doing a long jump accidentally, which might also kill you.
Really, can you use like, can you like break the shell there and like swim through it and then land in the next thing?
What do you mean?
Wait,
Like,
what do you
through
mean?
Like, if you were to
Thank you,
just
Wall, for
break the shell,
stopping me.
would you be able to still do the star by like? Could you like?
Oh, you break the shell? If you break the shell, but I don't know how you. Oh yeah, I know how you will break the shell because there's a little glitch. I have seen people break the shell there. In fact, I've done it.
That's what you mean. Yeah. Then they get
Yeah,
to
well,
go-
you can get an 8 firsties to get back up, and then
Bro,
cheat like brother said.
bro, yeah, so first you have
There
to get
is
the
that.
secrets which you can get all without the shell, but then you cannot get to
Oh,
the actual
you're right.
platform.
Oh my god, it
And
actually
then you have
works.
to do 8 firsties.
You did it right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're screwed.
it will suck to save, so basically, yeah, you're screwed.
Yeah, absolutely screwed. You're not screwed. You're like absolutely screwed if that happens.
No, I think you can still get the secrets, but like all of them, but then you need to go back to do the 8 firsties because you cannot actually get from the secrets to the last platform without the shell.
There's only one way to know that. Alright, let's see.
Yep. No, that's
Got
strat
one.
robbing, that's completely out of the casual
Okay,
preface of this.
you can, you're right.
Yes.
I was just playing casually right now. This is something I never did before, so I'm a casual approach. But yeah, shells don't respawn in this hack. It do spawn the stuff.
Mhm. Now you just need to go back. You're not pulling
Yes,
off this jump.
absolutely not. No, nobody is pulling off this jump. It's too far for the thingy. I'm glad that these things are high enough that you don't get void out by doing this dive.
Mhm. Though let's see now with the last jump, because you're going to the lowest position,
Yeah.
one of them.
That's
Oh, it's still far.
Also what I wanted to see. Oh, you can do it! You can do it! And now you have to get 8 first hits to get by.
That's what I was telling you. Dude, you're cracked. In a bad way.
Yeah,
Actually, it was
okay.
6
Well,
first
we can do it.
And you can probably
Yeah,
do it with
you're
the
right.
5 and then regular wall jump.
Oh wait, how do you go back there?
Which is a bit better, but
This
oh my god, Phantom.
This is definitely a thing that we can do now. Although I don't know how to go back to that half of the level though. We didn't think about this part.
So basically, if you casually fail and break the Koopa shell, you're not going back out of there, you're not getting the star, because otherwise you would have to do this.
It's been done already. Let's see. Nah, this is
True, but...
that's not possible, dude.
Shut the fuck up. No, I said, if a casual plays this, and by you I mean everyone watching and not you, Phantom.
You can. It feels like you can, right? You can go back from here. That's impossible. Unless you. Nah, it's impossible.
Bro.
Oh wait, now I'm dumb. Lol. Okay, we're back. Bro, we can get this. You can get this star if you break the shell from the ledge. This is massive on
No, it's
5.5
not massive.
research.
No, it's not. like if you break the shell, then you're running over and your casual playthrough is not getting anywhere because you won't have the skill to back it up unless you're Phantom, who would not do casuals. It's a sort of a catch-22.
We have to be careful there because there are invisible ones. That's something worth mentioning.
You say we have to be careful after using 7 save saves, but actually it's true that the invisible walls apply to every trip there, so yeah.
It's fun that I had to use the save save to like, you know, unfuck my deaths and not for the first part.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious.
Okay, so like I'm a little curious. How are you supposed to cheese this from here? This seems a little tight.
Or is it?
No, it's fine. Ooh, okay, well.
Anyway,
it's
so
a thing. It's a thing.
so that wasn't the
Well, that
clown,
was
that
an
was the whole
adventure.
circus. Can we continue with the level now?
What's the level, my dude? Anyways. Oh my god, okay, well, whatever. Oh, I little shortcut. Anyways,
Phantom.
wall actually means this wall. I didn't mean to do that. In fact, I wanted to show the skip. I guess I can do that now. Ooh. This guy is actually dangerous.
I think I
I
just
just doing
realized.
what a cacher will do,
Yeah,
which is to save state and they
load,
cheat the fuck
load
up.
state from Cactus. Yeah. But like for that one WoW star with the platforms, I think I recently realized you can also use the cannon to shoot to one of the lower platforms and then just complete the last section from there.
Yep. Indeed, we can do that. I noticed that there is a spiral down here, you know, at some point. And oh, look at that, there's a panel.
There's a
Single panel.
panel.
Yeah. And obviously, like a good casual that I am, I have a star display on my side, and I know that there is one single panel in this level.
I have to say, Phantom, the stream. I don't know if it's Discord, if it's on my end or your end, but the audio is screwing itself up.
It
So,
is
like, it's really
most
good.
definitely on my end. It's fine to me though.
It's gonna be fun, you're not gonna destroy too many years today.
There's another way to reach that panel, by the way.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's hard! It's hard to do, I'm sorry for that.
Bro, you're destroying the spotlight with cringe.
Oh, I killed the music. Oh no, that's not good.
Is this the effect of cheating with Cactus? Jesus Christ.
Anyway, this spiral is actually really hard because all because of that one guy there. Oh my god. Oh, maybe another issues too.
Then he gets bullied by the other guy.
Yeah, hopefully the music comes back. Okay. Yeah, do I have all the stars? Oh wow. I don't know.
Wait, is the pulse menu actually deleted?
Yeah, I do. Well, we can sacrifice one life. Sure. We have 25. 25 is pretty... Think about it this way. We have 25 lives, but we have 3 saves. So when you reach 0 or 1, if you want to be careful, you can just save the game and then reset the game to get another set of 25 lives. And the product here says that we need 40 stars to start saving normally. Well, I mean, quote unquote normally. So you effectively have 75 lives to do this. That's pretty generous if you ask me.
It's fair enough. Especially for a concept that's used for the first time ever across all hacks.
Before you go in there, let me warn you that what's ahead. This is version 1.1, the latest version. The water isn't fully toxic anymore.
Why should
That's
I
good to
worry?
know.
No, that's a walk in the park. And indeed,
Well,
it like triples the
Yeah,
time
you-
or quadruples the time you can take here before you actually die to the fact that the entire level is underwater.
Yep, and that's something that I loved the first time I played. This is the first like full 100% underwater level ever. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, even the secret aquarium in Vanilla cannot say that because you can actually swim to the top of it and surface for a little bit.
Look at that. So, the theme in this level for enemies is Snuffits, which is honestly the most brilliant choice for the water level enemy. It basically turns this level into a bullet hell because they are not affected by the water. You can't kill them and they shoot at you. That's just brilliant.
We get it, you really like the level.
They are everywhere too. Also, I love the fact that this is a green level. Oh, in case you didn't notice, every level has like one color as a theme. And I like that he didn't use blue for the water level, he went for green. Which fits even more if you think about it. So like this is just bros being the genius.
Of course, the unprecedented genius of the produce stream, produce level creation.
Seaweed. There's a lot of seaweed. What the hell? What does this mean? No, there's a little one here and that is also a different color.
Wow.
Alright, we have to collect 5. Yeah, for some reason a lot of people get lost in this town. I guess it is not clear that the seaweed are all gonna be on this room.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really indicates that. I wouldn't assume that out of nowhere. Especially because this one actually branches off to the path for Star 1 in this level, Star Revenge 5, which is now of course blocked off. Because there's no...
Yeah, but like there's seaweed here.
True.
So.
Well, that's... I do admit, that one's the most straightforward to find, but I'm saying it also doesn't help establish the theme that all the seaweed is in this section.
I think it's more a thing of like environmental telling, and this is a little misleading. Because this goes off, and there's still seaweed here, blocking your path, so you may think that there's gonna be another seaweed over here, but in reality no, and there's still seaweed in here. So I guess this is a good reason for people to get lost.
Yeah, it's
But I don't know, like if you found already like many secrets in this one room, you can probably figure out that they are all gonna be here.
If you believe that the ROM hack creator was generous or knew what they were doing with the design, because we also know many examples of red coins all around the level for no good reason.
Yeah, and
That is true.
There's like Scepter of Soul is a cool because there's like stuff with red coins where they all follow a theme, like except for one, which is really annoying. Wait.
To be honest, interesting example you're giving with Scepter of Soul, because, well, Sapphire already did it that way. Like, the red coins in every level have a distinct theme to them.
Yeah, that's true. It's just
Well,
very
what
subtle.
I meant was like in course 1 there's like they're all in sort of one general area. It's a fairly large area, but it's still like it gives you a hint as to where to look for. But there's one red coin that's in like a completely different section of the level that you have to go through. Like,
Yeah, the moment you have one red coin like that, you have failed on that ground.
and I think there's other examples in that game that's sort of similar. Like, I do actually like that game, but that's probably my biggest criticism of it. Just it's not exactly genius design.
Oh, definitely not. Speaking of red coins, we do have some in this area. Now this is...
Yeah, quite unusual, actually. It's the first level that has red coin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, red coins don't happen way too often in this ROM hack. They don't happen without a good reason. And boy, does this level have a good reason, especially if you're playing on the original version, which has toxic gas, which makes even this area, it's not too big, but it makes it pretty stressful to find the red coins unless you already know where they are.
Yeah, on the original version, so like the rules said something about the water not being toxic anymore in this version, which is 1.1. The reason is because when the game released, the water was like ice cold and also toxic. And you didn't have spinning hearts either. You only had like rings of coins where the spinning hearts are.
Wait.
So you couldn't really spend too... Yes, that's a thing. You couldn't spend too long in this level.
So the hearts
He also
were
added a
also
lot
not
of
there
coins.
originally. Damn.
Yeah, the hearts are not in the original. The hearts were added on the version 1.0.2, the one that I used for speedruns.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal.
It is. This is a rural level on the original. I would say it's more. Oh yeah, it's also darker. So like I wouldn't be able to see where this tunnel goes. It will be black.
Phew. Man, I didn't know the level was received actually so many
This level
nerfs.
is. Yeah, this level got nerfed to hell. Even on this version already. But I argue that the best version is the one on 0.0.2. Because it's dark, but it's not super dark, and you can still see where you're going, and it looks better in general. And there are cards already, so like, yeah, like it's not super mega difficult anymore. Another change is that the seaweeds that have the secrets have been changed in color for this version. They are the same color as the big ones originally. I don't know why he changed that, because they are very small, so like that's already good enough to spot them.
You'd think so, but then people just don't notice that they exist in their given positions at all. It's just that you can always
I'm not
like,
getting that.
give quality to players.
It's a pretty nice clip there. Should send you all the way down to one of the stars, so it's pretty precise. I don't feel like wasting time in doing that. There are very things to waste time on.
True. Wait, but does that
Oh
mean
yeah,
you're not finishing
I like
course 4?
Wait, I did finish course 4.
Oh,
Did I not?
I don't even know anymore. I'm kind of starting to fall asleep while still talking. Not literally fall asleep, but you know, my brain is starting to not process stuff consciously. 24
Course
stars.
5 is...
Yeah. Course 5, wow, that changed a lot from the Course 5 we saw like just an hour ago.
Yeah, this is when the games are getting a little difficult too when you're playing casually. Course 5 is split in 2 parts as well, determined by this switch and the boxes. So like if you leave the switch B, you can use those boxes to go to that side of the level. If not, then that path over there is gonna open. You choose your fate, unless
Unless you do a
you
stupid
get a
skip.
little... Yeah, let's say you get a little smart over here with this bike. Neat. That could be a problem though, because like I came to decide while disabling the switch, which means that some is gonna be harder. This, ironically, this level has some of the most flashiest strats for when you're speedrunning.
The most what stars?
Flashiest strats.
Oh, flashes
So like
stars.
this coin, yeah, this coin that is just crap. Kinda was supposed to be a block for me to reach the star. That can be an issue. That is definitely an issue. Damn it. That's fine. So you're supposed to just leave the switch V. Use the blocks like a good guy. You may also do something like this. And then you may do something like this.
Bro,
So you don't bother with the steps. We're here.
no way.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice course when it comes to movement. The problem is that it's also really hard, so it really likes to kill you all the time. Any mistake here is gonna be a death, pretty much. I mean, purple is my favorite color. Both in our face look really weird.
True.
Alright, this is when things get a little ugly, I guess. Like, look at this. The audacity. And because everything is literally black, you can't see, you can have like, you know, visual cues pretty much. Oh boy, Megapack? I want some of that shit.
For no
What?
particular reason.
Damn.
Welcome to red/green box. The switches we press Sergei
Yeah,
are
you're
warps that put you here.
exactly. If you're using a star display, you're gonna notice that it says red or green switch. And it has the same star for both, which is something that some people don't realize. But like if I go to where the red box is found, which is, I'm gonna show it.
In the
It's
red
on course
level.
1. Yeah,
And it's
obviously on
worth
the red
noting
level.
that the the underwater level doesn't have a star like this because it's all underwater and you can't break boxes.
Yep. Oh, you may be getting a little ahead there. But yeah, like it's the same star, they share the same ID. I'm not sure why Bro did that. It could have been 2 different stars.
But then you'd be forced to get the 2 different stars, and that's kind of boring because they are kind of the same thing. You just need to find the respective box. And then
Yeah, or
you'd
like
have
you
even
find in
more.
different levels.
You'd have even more pressure to waste cap switch presses early in order to have the stars available.
That is true, although you will press them anyways at that point. What was I doing? The lighthouse. Well, the lighthouse is very cool on SR5. Here is kinda lame. It's actually probably my least favorite star. Uy, that was close.
Yeah, because you gotta see stuff, but they're invisible.
Yeah, it's very hard to go fast here. That's the annoying part. Oh my god.
Yeah, even if you're the best
course you
speedrunner in
can-
the world, you're probably gonna stop for a millisecond at least somewhere to actually see how off track you are on this.
Oh yeah, fun fact, like, if you just found a block, you can still get this It's like a very precise triple jump. That's how I got it casually. But I didn't know how the switches work yet. Alright, it's time to investigate that other side. From this perspective, this is actually pretty nice because on this side you need to press the switch 3 times to get 3 stars, but since you still don't know how to get the last star in every course, then that switch actually like effectively splits the level in half. 3 stars one side, 3 stars the other side. Pretty neat.
And okay, the other star doesn't need you to press the switch, which, yeah, I am getting ahead of myself, but it's fine.
Yeah, of course, like at this point, normally you wouldn't know this, but most people don't.
Also, shoutouts to the coin on the panel, which is again supposed to turn into a block and prevent you from pressing the panel if you somehow got here, you know, illegitimately, with the skip that Phantom showed.
You can still press the
Yeah.
switch, so.
Yeah, I think it's not actually big enough to cover the entire panel, so that's funny.
Yeah, but like doing the skip and then getting there is slower at that point than just getting the shell.
Definitely.
Sadly.
I wonder why this level is
That's-
called sand. Nothing really looks like sand in this level. Not anymore, at least in Starbench 5, yes, but not here.
Well, the level, no, I mean the star is called Sun.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm questioning
Oh,
myself why, as if I don't know what's going on.
Oh, we'll see. Sadly for this star, skipping the switch will be faster than doing what I'm doing right now. The problem is that the block that is preventing you, like prevents you from doing it, actually works. So it actually prevents you from getting the star if you didn't press the switch. Otherwise, it will be absolutely faster to get the star by doing this skip. Anyways, easy star. Oh my god.
Man, you didn't manage to mash out of the
What
chuck
is
yet,
that?
even though you're
No,
prepared.
he got me.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's this like a strange balance between trolling and just letting the stars be in this hack. It's not just all trolling. It's every now and then, it's just like, it's kind of like bro wants you to lower your work and then just fucking throws you.
Yeah, we could argue his trolls are well designed at this point, at least for this level. I wouldn't say that for every single troll. Well, and Course 2 is also funny. But like, yeah,
I
it's
think
not
Factory is pretty
always...
strong.
It's not always just jockey in a box, if anything. Also, when you do these wall kicks in rapid succession like that, you, especially if you don't have as much experience, you probably feel like a superhero.
Yeah. Well, anyways, where could the star be? What the hell?
We know it's not the
There isn't
champion.
even a sign. True. But I can't use these blocks too many times. Oh wait, these blocks are sand. Oh wow. Yeah, so like, as you can see, there is a coin inside the star. That means that there's gonna be a block if you skip the switch. And the block, those block the star completely, so you cannot touch it.
I wonder if this actually applies to every version.
I test the early versions at least. I'm a little lost. Really, this guy is gonna help me. Getting stars when? That's a good question. So don't ask me, but I'm pretty sure at some point in the level, something tells you that you have to look for waterfalls.
Yes.
And you may think about these waterfalls.
So the thing that tells you is actually the regular bro dude, which is replaced by now by the reverse bro dude, but it's just on an earlier act. If I remember correctly.
Of course, when you see a more normal looking waterfall, you're probably gonna be trying to jump through it, like any good gamer will do, in a waterfall situation.
In a waterfall situation. So this is Revenge 5. I wasn't talking about behind the waterfall for nothing, like in the last game. An actual one.
Yep. Valuably, like probably one thumb. You don't want your star to be gone. And another thing that I love about this, like I said, yes, if you are not careful, you can lose all your stars, and it happened to me when I played the first time. I lost 24 stars. But the thing is that the stars are like really fast once you know where they are, hence why this is such a great speedrun.
Indeed.
So losing stars doesn't really do much to you, even if it were to happen. You can get them back super quickly.
Yeah, like purely as a
And
feeling.
it's some fun.
If you like the raw hack enough at this point to like not feel and target betrayed and trashed when you lost your stars after game over, then you can very much like pick it up again, get the stars again, and as you're saying, find them faster because you know where they are. So,
Yep.
actually I guess like the lose your progress on game over mechanic isn't all that vicious. We don't need to complain too much about it. If at all.
This star is brilliant. It's one of my favorite stars in the game. It's called Detour, and that single word is all what you need to connect the dots. Because if you haven't noticed, you can actually go to the other path with the thing. Hence, you are taking a detour, right? But you, well, you already, you already spawned the blocks, and that's gonna change something the level, right? Oh, you can just do this, I guess.
Do the skip, but actually the show is more interesting to me.
But I mean, yeah, of course, this is faster.
But
Wow,
yeah, so
there
now-
used to be a blocking here, right? Detour is just fucking fascinating as it sounds.
True, like For
Yes.
all
Yes,
the
yes, yes,
other
yes.
like skips and cheeses and pack mix-ups that Broadwood tries to prevent, this one is actually intended.
It's awesome, yeah. Awesome concept.
And now for some
Alright, the desert turned into a desert.
pretty cheerful music. Also,
I'm quite impartial to the color orange myself. It looks good here.
fair enough. I wonder what you're going to do in
Right.
this section. Oh, yep, setting a safe state.
Big
We're gonna see a
moment
trick.
here. I don't know what you're talking about, I just want to play the game.
Oh, okay, okay.
These are a little slow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude died. Wait, what? That dude fell into the lava and he spawned a normal coin, not a blue coin.
Actually, yeah, that is shocking. How?
Cannon, cannon, cannon.
Oh,
There's a cannon somewhere, I haven't
you're
seen it.
absolutely. Oh, right, because if you did this skip of the cannon, that would be ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And we are going back. Alright, the star was there. Interesting.
Nice to see a change of pace where the star isn't cryptically hidden at all, and especially after course 5.
Yeah, that's why you have like a nice balance in this game. You get some stars that are hidden, some more stars that are more like normal stars, pretty much.
Or we can just not do that. Because we're speedrunners.
That's a very precise triple jump, honestly. There's another way of doing that, is that you can just like use the lava. That's lava, that's not water.
Yeah, I would use the lava personally, if it concerns me.
Sometimes I do too, like if I have a good pace, I normally just go for the lava. It's less risky. The triple jump that I did can straight up kill you. So this is a pretty tricky thing to do, because the camera here is hard to know what camera to use. Oh, there's a star here, what the hell?
So anyway, we will...
Nice.
Yeah. Is this star actually called with a one-word star name? Oh, jumps, not wall kicks made. There we go. Bro, you broke the pattern just to tell you that the objectively correct way to call them is wall jumps.
I mean, it's not like it's too hidden anyway, so... Oh, what? There's another star up there.
I mean, the extra words there don't really provide any extra information.
That's true. That makes it even better.
So anyways, you're supposed to go up, and this is the best camera to do it. In fact, I just discovered this right now. Because like you see people do a lot of things, right? You can do this, or you can see that wall kick. It's hard to know that you have to go up here in the first place, because it seems that it ends here with this fan.
Yeah,
This is the best camera.
For some reason, I was actually surprised that that hole existed. Like, I've played through the game, of course you need to do this to go for the star, so like, I don't know what's up with me, but yeah, I was surprised that you got there and there was more content there.
For the star. Yeah, I was just as surprised the first time, from what I remember.
Definitely.
Wow, okay. Time to go to the path that the camera shows naturally.
Yeah, for once. This is almost even going to make sense to people. Up until this point, at which you could be kind of at the loss that you need to elevate yourself to go on this path. But other than that, the platforms should seem pretty similar to Star 1 of Star Revenge 5 Core 6. The sound level at which we discussed the A button challenge with Giroid. Oh no, not stairs again.
I haven't seen stairs ever, but I'm noticing these now.
Yeah,
here's
that's
the
at least an
cannon.
upslope.
This cannon is kinda shit, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a weak point in the design for me because they are supposed to shoot over here. Like naturally, you're gonna be concerned about dying. Of course, there's no other way to shoot this cannon too. So like you have to conclude that you shoot here, but like it's a little scary. Like you can only hope that this wall's gonna stop you, and it doesn't.
True.
So that is an issue, I would say. Like at that point, you're going to do something like this, and at that point, it will stop you. Like damn.
Yeah, perpendicularity and all that. It does also suck because it's supposed to represent like this jump that's impossible without the cannon, so like you need to cover a really small distance that doesn't utilize the full potential of the cannon. With the cannon, just because you should be able to get here normally before walking the cannon. But then Phantoms shows us the skip.
Yep,
Which
the
is
skip is very
also-
easy to do.
Well, I haven't had an easy time with it, so I beg to differ. You're not having an easy time with it, so I beg to differ.
I'm getting thirsty, that doesn't count. It's out of my control.
Sure. Yeah, first is RNG just like Bowser throws. Okay, we don't have Bowser throws in this game.
So this is funny,
We
this
have
is one of my
something
first
much more
stars.
fun.
Because like when you see people playing this casually, they read what Broad says, and
then
he clearly tries to.
Yeah, and then they just completely ignore it. Like he says that there will be a trap that leads to a sudden and funny death. And then what happens? They jump.
And this is, yeah, like, and this is clearly a different color. There is
Yeah.
no excuse for
I
missing this
actually
jump.
have a clip of that, and hopefully I will destroy the stream. Okay, so I will not go fetch it, but I do have a clip of exactly such a moment. Because it's so funny. Also, it
So
music.
this is just a matter of, yeah, because I reset on the dead body, or like this is just a matter of looking at the ones that are slightly dark and just don't step on them. Or it can be epic.
Which Phantom is all day long, of course.
And get it with a Percy like that. Alright. Water. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen water at all in here.
Yeah, and I will also throw us back to Starvenge 5 yet again. We had a message that the water was stolen in that version of the level, so does that mean they found the water today?
Water is still missing.
Damn it. Then why the hell... I mean, could we argue that quicksand is watery more than the dry sand in this level, and maybe that's why?
That's a secret, right?
You can drown in both. That's close enough.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, exactly, and apparently we are baited. Just like the level name.
I love this piece of design here too. It's nothing special, honestly. I just like how it's designed. I'm pretty sure at some point something in the level tells you that you need a triple jump one kick here, like specifically, and it even tells you that you need to be careful about the angle. I just don't remember where, to be honest. There are not that many NPCs in this level, so it's probably the bomb or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know personally. I cannot recall such a sign.
But like the game explicitly tells you that you have to do that. And this obviously you can hear the water going up, so like you do you. Alternatively, the best way of doing it is with a very precise slide kick. Since the slide kicks bounce off quicksand without dying, without killing you.
But yeah, in either way, we found the water. It's ironic that in the destroyed world we found the water that was stolen, but that's how society works sometimes. So 37 stars, pretty close to 30, 40. Yeah,
we're reaching the end.
Like I first played this when I learned 41 star. Like I didn't even know that you actually could raise the water there, and just always did it with the slide kick.
Damn.
I mean, a lot of people found that skip. It's well, if you have enough experience. Well, the thing is that if you're playing this hack, which is you already know that it's a little harder than your usual casual hack, you do have experience to piece that out together by yourself, that you can bounce off. So that's why a lot of people discover that pretty much.
Yeah, and it's not really that hard from what I remember, so like.
Well, we are 3 stars away from being able to save, and I'm low on lives, so I'm gonna save.
Copium. Minus 1 wives after save stating criminally and then losing like 2 wives out of 25. Yeah, in any case.
Listen. The music speaks.
I'm listening. Yeah. That was a good bit.
So this level absolutely, how should I put it? This is like a difficult spike, but it's also a quality spike in the hack. Because this level is much better than anything before that was already good.
Like, I'm gonna be a little bit more objective and say you can notice how each other level is dedicated to a specific color, and over here we're just going straight up metal, which is not necessarily a color, as you can see it goes all over the place.
I would say this is the gray level.
Okay, Phantom, we have a message from Scuttlebuck. Are you reading that? Or should I read it to you?
Vegetable, or do I go and eat and consume 4k calories? Pasta that is 4k calories, I would say.
Yo.
You can do it.
So she gets to go out. Which I believe is a good option for a Saturday night. Honestly.
A lot of chains here.
I wonder what a star dedicated to the chains would be called like.
Oh yeah, these things are a little tricky to navigate. People, for some reason, they get confused, but like slopes work like this. When you jump on a slope, you cannot jump, you can't do anything anymore. You can only die if you press V. It's just that for some reason people think that because you can climb this naturally, this is gonna be a good slope, but no. And then accidents happen involving these things. Quite a lot actually.
Yeah, this is because climbable slopes are just regular slopes that Mario can just stick to, but if they are too steep, then you're limited the same way you're limited by regular slopes, so basically you shouldn't trust them entirely. I think there's like patches, tweaks nowadays that actually turns climbable slopes into, you know, a thing that doesn't eat your jumps, but other than that, you gotta know a little bit about the Mario physics and mechanics.
This is a bit mean. I have to assume that bro did this on purpose, but this is not a line, so if you overshoot, you're going to miss it completely.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell that is.
So you have to like time it perfectly. And then I don't know what. Oh yeah, so like it does seem like the chain is just there to stop you, but you still need to like strain a little bit on midair. Because this chain leads to nowhere. You're supposed to go here.
Even Phantom seemed a little bit confused there, and at this point I'm probably falling for the bit, but this did sound genuine this time around as opposed to the other time where you were pretending about the role of the chain and like, wait, what do I need to do? Why is the chain actually there?
Like, I'm half pretending. I'm not pretending. I know that the chain is there to stop you. It's just that it's not a line. So what I wonder is if he misaligned this chain on purpose to mess with the player, because it's like it's all about doing that.
Maybe.
A small detail there, like here, it's nice that you kinda know where to go simply because the color of the floor is red here to where you landed. So it's like an instinct thing, you know?
It must be important.
By the way, that's also an option.
Same, different.
Return. Where? Oh yeah, there's a brother here, what the hell? Yeah, you like what I did to this place? I do like what you did to this place.
Who needs sunset and happy stuff when you can have metal and death? And at this point, if you don't consider Produce edgy, I don't know what to tell you.
Indeed.
Like, I think his point has never been, and in real life he has never been edgy like that, or like metal specifically as a lifestyle. But just for the purposes of this hack and this level, he just goes all in with that text, and of course that screams nothing but edgy. So speaking of more metal...
Oh, Amp and Wagigs are my favorite.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if the amp stones you and there's no ground below you. Oh wait, the cannon.
Boy. Damn, that hole is kind of... Oh, okay.
So here we're back to a thing that we mentioned earlier, that some stars are going to be cryptic, some stars are going to be out of the open, but nice one.
Yeah, don't ask me why, but like, this is a thing.
Huh. Alright.
It's a pretty nice little secret.
Probably to train you to notice the different color texture on the wall down there. But yeah. So what was I trying to say? Ah yeah, the trade-off between stars that are in obvious places and stars that are hidden, and then getting to them is relatively easy at least. Like this is that cannon. It looks like the only possible way to go, but then you get up there and you need to do something else somewhere else in the level to make use of it. So it's not actually simple and free like you expect. And this...
Right, something... Yeah, like... feature, and there is like a clearly warp, right? This one the plot deepens because Course 8 happens, and Course 8 happens all over the place in Course 7. And Course 8 has like a striking similarity to Course 7 too.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
we have
yeah,
warp.
This is
That's
kind of
nice.
like the ultimate sides of the level in like that 1SF5 level, but it's actually 2 levels in this case.
Yes, you
Right.
get double the content. 2 levels by 7 stars each. They don't discriminate each other. And on top of that,
Right, so
this
it's
time
not
they
like
are
after levels.
like they are pronouncedly like present and future versions of the same level. If we had ambiguity with like alternate realities and whatnot in the other game, here it's present and future. Like the Sonic CD gimmick is really strong here, if you couldn't tell by the music already.
Yep. So I'm gonna admit, this jump is a little bullshit. I'm pretty sure I didn't know what to do when I reached that part up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clear that you had to jump down all the
There's
way
just some
here.
weird blue ledge that you might or might not see in the distance and downwards. But yeah, this is your warm welcome to Course 8. The bad future and
Pretty
everything.
much.
And
I'm pretty sure
not
it's
over
very
yet.
likely that you...
Oh, it is. Whoops.
It is. Oop. It's very likely that you find this warp first, so I assume that's why this is that one.
Yeah, and also it's called BOP, which gives you no information because the tote paper is just there, but it don't actually connect to the level. In general, Course 7 might have some semblance of you can start from the beginning of the level and then find your way based on the star hint, but Course 8, you're gonna be all across the...
I like how that toad
yeah.
looks like it's peeling off the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he basically put the extra effort and the extra like couple of vertices just to pull off that paper effect.
Now, this is when the game effectively opens up to the player, because we still have a few mysteries going on. We don't have like the last star in all the courses, which if you're using Star Display, you know there is another star, for a fact. And on top of that, like, you are transported to this futuristic version of the top of the tower, pretty much. And then you see this, and this is one of the things that I love the most about this hack. So now you'll take a screenshot.
If you think about it, this is hint arts before hint arts got invented and popular.
Yeah, 5.5 Pioneer hint arts.
Oh yeah, showing stuff that is invisible. Forgotten warps to be found this way. One of these hidden here, the other one in the past. Maybe you shouldn't mess with these. Maybe you should say forgotten. Who knows? We don't care, as we
This was
established.
the main quest of the game opens up right here. That's what I love. Like at this point, you know that the game has a lot more than it shows you. So you have to keep in mind all the stuff that it has been telling you. It's like you already know you don't get stars from collecting coins in the main courses, and now you know that there are hidden warps, and you have like a specific hint for one. And you probably notice that this has to be the overworld because of the blocks. And with that in mind, you can choose what to do. To go back to the past, which is gonna be the present, or to go here, which you are probably pieced together that this is course 8.
And for once you can
It's
start this course from the start of the level, which is not very common, not really good for you all the time, because some stars are made to not be accessible from the start of the level.
right. Well, at least on this version, bro did try to fix that on the latest version. That this is the only time I'm gonna talk about that, but like the level is fully explorable from that version. It's just that it's I don't know. I feel like this is better for reasons. There are stars that are only accessible in this area as well, but there are stars that are only accessible in other areas, and that is something that the latest version doesn't fix. Like there's still one star that is only accessible from a specific warp. But whatever.
Basically,
Point
if
is that
if
we are
you
on
don't know
course
what
8.
we are talking about, or your head is exploding right now, rightfully so, because that's the point of these two levels being paired together.
Yeah, so like you can I love the options that you have. You can keep trying to see if you can get another star here, or you can just go to the past, which obviously is course 7. And you're likely to not have been to this area of course 7 unless you happen to find the chain stars first. So it's like it's a really good way to make the player explore these two levels. These two levels combined are like literally the best level of Mario 64 for me.
And oh no,
Hey,
he's gonna
no
show us
mine.
stupid. He's gonna show us stupid.
Yeah, so like
You're
for some
obligated to
reason-
show intended here. Afterwards.
Certainly right.
So,
So like this is known as a lychee wall cake, and they are hard. So what I'm gonna say. Oh no! Okay, so like you don't want that guy to go with you, no matter what. Absolutely, no matter what happens, you don't let that guy go in there with you. Fog.
So-
So when you read, yeah, like you're probably scared about toxic gas, but in reality, this is just to annoy you, just so you can see clearly. This is not toxic. If this was toxic, this would be one of the hardest stars in the game, because you're pretty much forcing to go in the slow here.
yeah, like this is an unprecedented amount of fog crap, even for what we saw in Starbench 5. So like for
And this got nerfed in this version already. There should be like twice the fog for when the game released.
What do you mean twice the fog? I cannot comprehend that.
No, actually, maybe more than that, because it got nerfed twice.
I'm gonna ban you
Don't
from
like-
the stage. That's impossible to imagine. That the fog in the original
Yeah, well, the
version is
game-
more than twice this fog. And that's probably like the game like crashes or lags for you really hard if you go in this section, why you so much want to do the Gucci wall kick instead of this section.
Well, I was concerned about the UFO coming in here because that causes a crash. Even in this version. And you don't want to crash the game that doesn't save.
True.
Anyways, as the star, congratulations.
But Phantom is not satisfied, so now he's gonna do his beloved Gucci wall kick. What it looks like when
Yeah,
he succeeds is that after hugging the corner, he's gonna wall kick successfully, but still face towards the wall instead of away from it.
Yeah, and that lets you wacky again, which means going higher than you're supposed to.
Which in this case is kind of to
Oh.
skip the entire room inside that we just saw. So, yeah. That.
Yeah, sadly, there we go. Sadly, that is very, very precise. It's quarter frame dependent, actually. So it's not easy to time when you have to, like, you pretty much have to bonk on both walls at the same time. It's weird. Right, well, we are still here. May as well see what's up on this side, right?
I am curious.
It's a little tricky, actually, for casual.
Yeah, definitely. On top of the fundamental skill of wall kicks that I mentioned is good to know earlier during Starvage 5, it's also about knowing when wall kicks can send you like to a much longer distance or much better position than regular jumps. Because like if you try to peek around that wall with the platforms where Phantom wall kicked and then came back, you're actually going to have a worse time because there's no clear easy way to get from the one platform to the other platform without using the wall kick.
Yeah, the old trick of using coins to guide the player. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to.
It's a good trick though. Aquap uses this to great success unless people just decide to ignore the existence of the coins altogether.
Also, love defense. Defense doesn't annoy you as much as you would think. Of course, like, you're not gonna like it. It's better to just look at Mario. But, you know, it gives the level the sensation he wants you to have. This is like in metal place after all. And you can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, gotta agree with you here. Oh boy, a
Right.
switch.
We found the switch. Yeah, we already knew there were bosses here because we were here just now. More fence.
Alright.
And mysterious warp. And for some reason there is a switch here. That's weird. Anyway. This back and forth between the two levels is one of the reasons why I love it. You knew there was a cannon here at this point. Most likely. But if you don't know, then you confirm it by just opening it. And I know that you rely on the picture for this to some extent. And there is a reason why we have this switch back here as well, so you can get out.
But now, since
My
we're already
only-
here, wouldn't we get a reward of a star somewhere? Or was this entire section just for opening the cannon?
Yes, that is exactly what I was gonna mention now. I am a little torn off by the fact that this part is exclusive for that. So like it ends here with this.
Yeah, because it's a
There's
long
nothing
journey.
more. Yeah, like he should have placed a star somewhere here. To be honest. It's not like a little reward because you're also like interacting with both levels at once. It's already satisfying by itself, but he could have added a little something. Even a 1-up will have done. You do get to see what is though, and the other one.
Well, you could claim you can see the stars, but the rest of the level is basically invisible from that distance, so I don't know if that's much information. Not as much as in like Course 3 or stuff like that.
Oh, you. Well, you do get the general direction. But we opened the cannon. That's good. And we know that that pad is empty. So you proceed over here. Yeah. Hey, you can do that, what the hell?
Yeah, the same corner physics that kind of lead to glitchy wall kicks and eat your wall kicks sometimes also allow you to sometimes triple jump off walls from standstill, which is oh my.
This part is a little confusing. Well, I mean, this part is really confusing if you're blind. Especially because it happens twice, it happens on the other level, but at some point, hopefully you get here and notice this dude.
hopefully. But at this point we can barely pretend that there's good angles and like positions that allow you to actually see this and orientate yourself. You just kind of really have to experiment at this point in the game.
Kinda, like, the point of having fences here is that you can spot this bomb from somewhere else.
True.
Hopefully.
But I don't even know where that somewhere else would be, because to say that I remember the topography of this level and where things are related to each other is too much.
The fog started rolling. And, I guess they're going back. Oh yeah, well, if you didn't get that cannon and went to where the cannon is, you can't keep going, so like, the game kind of forces you into going back, and you're gonna find the bomb at some point, because there's not much more in this area. Like, course 8 is not like course 7. Course 7 you can fully navigate it. We know course 8, you cannot do that for course 8, you need course 7. Which in turn makes you be able to find that bomb easier, because you're gonna be, you know, kind of restricted to this one area.
But not without,
And there are panels.
like, yeah, getting to panels, which is a little bit annoying because you already have like some parts of the progress laid down to you, and then you're bricked with the cannon.
I don't need to show this, or there's a little escape here where like you shoot to the chain instead of doing this. But I'm gonna do it because that fence is there exactly to tell you where to cannon shot, pretty much. If you can see it, it's a little dark.
Yeah, so like what I was saying amounts to, I would have liked if, you know, all the panels are in this section after the cannon, and there aren't like 2 panels before the cannon, because then people have like started the journey in a way, and then they're just completely blocked out of it unless they find the cannon bomb, which is annoying.
Depends. I mean, it is annoying, but at the same time, it tells you where the panels are. You only find one right before the cannon.
I think
And well, you
there
can
were
see the
2, but
panels.
yeah. No, there are 2 panels.
2 panels?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right.
the
There's
one
2.
is-
Yeah. Yeah. It's right in the middle. Whee! We almost missed it.
That would have been funny.
Oh, I assume there's nothing left there.
I don't know why.
So at this point we can enter here.
But sure. Oh. Alright.
I'm concerned about my life count, so I'm gonna save.
And that's a 3 star.
Indeed.
So yeah,
And this is how you save.
especially set to be like in a Bowser level or something like that. Bowser level is what I mean, which makes it not like the other stars in the game, and therefore the prompt is triggered to save. Yada.
So apparently this is the final level. Shall I go now? Not really. What is that?
True.
Yeah,
Always
there's
like the
more.
count breaks free from the
Oh, you
feel
can.
such look of the level, which obviously Brodude cares about while putting the same wacky to camera that enables you to do that. 2 + 2 is 4 - 1, that's 3, stop using the count.
I honestly love this shit when it happened. You're always doing this, so he just made this as a... It's just a little details, and
Also,
well, I
I'm
guess...
still winning, you freaking wingman.
Yeah.
Dead memes.
Fairly outdated memes here and there. I wanna keep exploring this level though. I think it's very fun.
Yeah, you did mention a couple of times it is like a level you like a little bit or something, you know.
It
Just a bit.
may or may not be the best level ever made.
Exactly. Well, I'm not agreeing with you, I'm agreeing with the sentiment that you are like conveying for yourself, and what the hell is this platform? I don't think I ever figured out that that platform exists.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think many people do. Most people will just rather, if they ignore it enough, just jump from there.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if this makes it much easier.
So like this level is so extensive with things like this platform that I have never known of before. I would even call it exhaustive, if you get what I mean.
Also, I don't understand why we have this, because this is for going back, or like, why do you go back? Why will you go back?
See, for the final one it makes sense because like the drop is not free and it doesn't kill you.
Oh my god, it's not in the center.
GG.
Yeah, of course, like this is absolutely necessary. Oh, no. Okay.
Evidently.
It's absolutely necessary because you cannot expect players to know that your star is not centered, even if the name is centered. That's not in the star we are trying to get. We are trying to get a return, which seems like it's like when you say return, I can only think about the Pokemon move. I have no idea what it means here.
What the hell is the Pokemon move return? Like, explain to me because I have watched Criminal Little Pokemon and played like Zero, which is also criminal.
Return is a normal type move that does 102 damage if your Pokemon loves you very much. If not, then it gets weaker.
Interesting. That's not what I would expect from the name of a return.
Yep. It's returning your love by making the attack stronger.
Interesting interpretation of the word.
That red coins in this level too? Oh, and this level is like
actually,
probably the worst to get red coins. So look away.
So thank god that they are like, oh my god. Thank god that the red coins are still vaguely represented in like one section.
Yeah,
this level with red coins
thing.
across the whole level. Someone should make a shitty green comment like that. And
This miracle is like...
I mean, please don't.
This guy here is a serial killer. I see so many people die to here, and even like really experienced players die to this thing, just because of the slow problem that I talked about earlier.
Exactly.
And invisible walls, maybe. The reason too. Anyway, this is how you normally reach this coin.
And then you can even get another coin for free, so that's pretty nice.
's a little too low. I like this little two pencils.
Like the decoration game is definitely top notch for all the stuff that's brought.
Yeah, the bishops are incredible in this game. Alright. I wonder why this is not in the middle. Isn't that a little weird? It's just, for some reason, it's 4 squares away and 1 to the left. To be precise.
Surely that information is usable.
It's honestly hard to miss that it's not in the middle. At least if you're a little obsessive, I guess. Like
yeah, exactly.
I am.
And this star is probably also not the one called Center did it. It would be... He probably wouldn't call it something like Reds, but yeah, something to that effect.
True. Why is there like a little house here? Ever wondered that? Oh no, what the hell?
Well...
That can happen.
Just because, I guess. I think I've also like climbed on top of these cogs and not much happens out of that.
That is actually not easy to do, even at this speedrunner, I guess. It's a little annoying. But you will want to get up here and just to find another one, and you have to take it. Why wouldn't you?
Right, I do.
Oh yeah, because of how this level works.
I do admit that I forgot about this warp. Like, because I said, oh, I climbed the cogs previously and I didn't find anything interesting. I was not playing, I just forgot that, well, there's this.
Because of how this level works, the, you know, checkpoints are kind of necessary. So that's a nice. You're still trying. Your brother doesn't always help you, by the way. He's kind of an asshole most of the time.
Yeah, like he's chosen a very specific tone of voice for, yeah, for expressing himself, and even then most of the time he's an asshole, you still have to be on the lookout for the slight hints he gives you here and there about specific stuff.
Indeed.
Yo, Sev, you're crazy raiding us for the show.
Yo, Sev. Shout out to Sev, he has been on this game quite a bit when he came out. He kinda inspired me to do the same, because his runs were pretty good.
Damn, so even though you are known as the definitive Starvenge 5.5 guy, just like showing up, everyone knows that they should play this game and it's the best out there. It's actually Seth who inspired you to come over here. That's something special.
Oh, but of course. I mean, his record at the time was very clean. I think he only died once. Which is something that I haven't done. Like, my record dies 4 times.
Will you try to get a record that dies only once?
I'm trying to get a record that doesn't die, but that's... you have.
That's a big task, yeah. Like, I guess
this is for 4-star, by the way. Now, I'm not talking about this category. The category that has these levels, that's another thing.
True. Actually, yeah, okay, if you're talking about 40 then 0, that's... yeah, go do it, please. I did it casually. You should be the guy who's able to do it fast.
Alright, it was blocked off.
Right. And now...
oh, what is this?
Careful there.
What is this?
Okay,
I cannot believe it. They are not different in any way, by the way. They are all exactly the same. They don't tilt.
Yeah, there's
at least on
no
this version. Yeah, there is only one.
So what's
your
Megapack?
Memory and...
yeah, I'm gonna take a detour to explain the Megapack. It is a curated collection of some of the best strong hacks according to our part of the community, including people like me, Phantom Sev, that you should definitely check out, and that's why we are presenting them one by one or in multiples of 2 each week on these streams. And if you agree that you like what you see, then the Megapack is up for you to get started with Rogas. Meanwhile, Phantom chooses the correct star based on his memories. And somehow it doesn't include Speed Star Adventure. Okay, it's not a complete list of every good ROM hack out there, but it gives you a very strong start for a while.
You play SSAE after this? I made.
True, but then I will just trade Phantom and I will end the stream here. We can do that. So yeah. And this hack specifically, this hack specifically you can download through the Megapack, the link that I just posted, or also through the pinned message, which links to the alternative from hacking.com, from which you can download specifically Starvenge 5.5.
We should check out that cannon that I opened.
Oh yeah, that's
true. I forgot about it.
You did open a cannon like 27 years ago. It's been a while in this level. He's setting a safe state, guys.
Oh. No particular reason. Oh my god! Well, I mean...
this one doesn't count.
Yeah. Here you have to be mindful of this it can very well hit you when you are like in mid-air.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not good.
Then you're painfully dead. Yes.
Anyways, this cannon, I'm going to admit, this is not the best design star because there is very little chance that you notice that path over there.
And it's on ground
So you
level,
don't
which
really
sucks.
know. Yeah, you don't really know where to shoot. And even like, okay, I guess you're going into the door, but like, that's not guaranteed. So this is a pretty tricky, it's a pretty tricky thing to do. And if you do notice that path, then there's a good chance that you don't land there. So I would say this cannon could be better. Like, I guess the thing is that it's hard to make it better without like straight up telling you where to go.
Yeah, that's fair. So what happens if you shoot in there? Let's see. Oh, there's a fence.
Well, at least it is this fence. So like, you know that you did right to some extent.
But it doesn't
Alternatively,
tell you
you
about
can...
the other star. In the meantime, I will mention again real quick, since it was mentioned like what would be a good first ROM hack. Serene Fusion is indeed a pretty good option. It's the top rated ROM hack on romhacking.com, so it is a good starting point from that perspective. You know it's gonna be good. But the point of this event is also partially, like, while we are looking through all of the hacks of the Megapack, you might also decide for yourself, hey, I like this, or hey, this seems like appropriate difficulty for me, so I can get started with
No,
this.
you gotta proceed.
So it can be Serene Fusion, but other ROM hacks are also possible. If you watch the recording of the stream, Star Revenge 5, the predecessor to this one, is actually one of the friendliest Star Revenges to start with. This here instead is kind of the opposite. It's for hardcore players, but it slaps, it rocks, it metals, as you can see. Now back to this level.
So I just show like you can make it over here with like a very specific setup. Just keep the cannon, and I guess I'm gonna show up this. So like if you shoot over here, oh god, if you shoot over here, like if you manage to spot this, then your reward is quite simply this star that you're looking for.
It's a bruh moment indeed.
Yeah, you have to shoot it twice. Like, so like pray that you find that star first, because it's clear that you have to go inside the tower. It's not clear that there is a star there. Anyways, I'm not gonna shoot that thing again, so...
Yeah, every once in a while bro duty is not based.
Very rare in this hack, because this hack gets almost everything right.
Yeah, if you listen to Phantom, you would conclude that Star Revenge 5.5 is the holy grail of ROM hacks. If you listen to other people, they will tell you other ROM hacks are this, not this one, but, well, yeah, positions differ for a reason.
This star is very special for me. Because you can only get it from here. First off, and second, these panels are really hard, because that happens.
Yeah. Like, if the ground below you shrinks from beneath you, then you're down warped into quicksand, so there's no salvation. I don't even know if the platforms respawn, but it doesn't matter when you die like that.
Yeah, they don't, by the way.
Amazing.
And, oh my god. They don't, no matter what, like, even on the newest version, they don't respawn. It's apparently it's like a problem with the ROM or something, according to Road. I did tell him to like include respawning for this, so like he couldn't do it, and he ended up replacing this with sand blocks.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Also funny over here is that you can actually use the... well... You can actually use the quicksand fall to wall jump off of, because quicksand walls are actually just regular walls. And now he's gonna speedrun it, because how else would you do this star?
Yeah, although I kinda messed up, but it's one of the most fun stars.
Man, we are just inching towards the craziest parts of the game, and I'm saying that in the heart of course the 7 and 8, which is already bonkers as fuck.
Oh yeah, so this happened a while ago, but when we were going to this path, we found the first. Oh no! We found the first warp to course 8, but we didn't keep going, and it's fairly obvious that there should be something if we keep going. What the hell? Sure. I don't know what happened there. Pay no mind to it. God, the start of this song is so hype every time. But I mean, it was Moscow. Like, this is one of the first songs that had like custom instruments. You know, instruments that you don't listen to regularly in Mario 64. So it's a big moment in ROM hacking, if you ask me.
Sure.
Anyways, chains. People
Yeah.
think that this is the star name chains.
I mean, we've seen a few chains in these levels. Surely, finally, we're getting the star code chains.
Well, chains are metallic, so it only makes sense. Oh no.
Well,
That didn't work. Oh yeah, this is where we unlocked the cannon on the other level. Wonder what's in here then. Just continues the path. Ah yeah. Why is that so high? Ooh!
why do I think I know what
This
you're
is
about
called-
to know?
Yeah, this is called return for a reason. It's because like... I don't know, because you go very far and then return? I have no idea what he was thinking with this.
Amazing. But you can turn it into a real chain star by doing a stupid that Phantom is about to do. It's not even that bad. It's not that bad.
Yeah, you kinda need to remember where to do this, have a slight angle, then... that's not how you do it. Oh, that's where you go. Okay, so that's a nice setup. If you side flip like that and walk it, you set up the hack for this, and then you just you get a first, I guess.
Do you need the first hit?
No. No, but my angle was messed up, so it made up for that. That's a super simple strat. Very fun for the entire family. Where are we going now?
Who knows anymore? I haven't known where we are going since the start of this section.
Well, I know that we never came to this section in this time period, than
Oh.
this version of the level.
This definitely. And the walls are just far apart enough to make you feel uncomfortable while not being the type of walls where you need firsties to scale them.
It's just an instinct to go to the future whenever you see one.
Well, you say that, but you know where things lead. I don't know if it would be instinct for me.
I don't know, I guess you will at least make a mental note to where the warp is to come back later.
That is fair. Speaking of fair, yeah, not that amp.
This is kind of a mess.
Screw that amp.
This star is kind of a mess.
Yeah, you have to
It's a fun mess, oh my god.
climb the
physics.
Tower of Babylon basically in order to get to
Oh yeah,
top
for
above the
star range
center and get
8
the star.
times,
Yeah,
right?
the scepter
Yeah, they seem
of
like...
reverse brodude that he's preparing in order to banish Mario forever. Yay.
This is your future, Mario. You're gonna like it.
Yeah, just
Wait,
because
so,
80
like-
brodude said so.
This star happens after the ending of this game, then,
I guess.
right?
Yeah,
He already
something,
has you.
something
the
time
fuck?
paradox.
Yeah, there's a paradox.
Yeah, not
This game
only...
goes so deep,
not only
dude.
Phantom, no, you're gonna create another B3313 out of this.
This game goes so deep.
Bro, shut it. I get you're a fanboy, but the story isn't that good. It's more like not well thought out than deep.
Anyways, there are two strats here,
Yeah.
and one is very difficult. There you go.
Yeah, like peeking around walls while you're wall jumping up towards something is an advanced skill, and it really matters how thick the wall above is, as we just saw.
I don't think we can get more stars from here, you know?
Again, I don't know why you think so, but you're the expert.
It's just a hunch. Also, I noticed that we are only 1 star away from finishing this.
Right. That makes sense.
This is not necessary.
It is tight, but not first level. And we have the not quite scepter right here.
How the fuck? How they? It's in Spanish.
How the fuck do I put this? Yeah.
What the hell? Like, I don't know, this.
I mean, of course the fog is misspelled on purpose, but yeah. And then this is on his favorite entity in the series, Time
Wait,
Rock.
so this is the scepter lore is that it was just garbage? This is the present,
Somehow.
right?
Yeah, this is the present. Weird stuff. I mean, we have seen the scepter be whole in the present in other ROM hacks, but who knows at this point what is when. I don't.
Yay.
3 star. Well then. Kind of ends without a bang, huh? Yeah, like...
I just said something isn't right. Let me check
But like,
something out.
how? Because if you ask me, a lot of things aren't right, and I don't know how to make sense of them.
That was a nice person. No, it's just that I don't remember if I got every star from course 8. But I'm gonna assume that I did, so we continue over here.
Do you genuinely like... man, I don't know when you're playing anymore.
It's just that I don't have star display on the side, and I
Fair.
honestly didn't pay attention to the stars I was getting in course 8, so I don't know if I got all of them.
True,
I guess I'm gonna open. Yeah, I got all of them. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So
Okay.
road tells that the final level is in here. Normally I like to save final levels for the end, and the star display make it clear that you don't have every star at this point. So this is when I wonder about that one hint that we saw in the future. Is there really a secret warp in one of these aisles? Or hell, forget about, wait, what? Oh, there's a straight up star over there. Like, forget about the aisles. You can start exploring if the warp is in here already, because blocks, right? And you also see blocks over there and, well, everywhere. So this is when you probably wonder if you can actually go over these places, right? Right.
Yeah, like the real detective game starts over here, so I cannot even say much to that because you would be the one to present us with the thought process from the position of someone
The
who
thought
already
process,
knows
I'm
how it
gonna
goes.
start jumping to everywhere to see if I can find this warp that the game already told us, and it's most likely the first hint that you get. But what is this?
Well, well, well.
Oh, the location of the mysterious
Third
Bluewood?
box. Because we talked about red and green, we kind of skipped over the blue box. interestingly enough, the blue box actually appears completely solid if you haven't pressed the switch, and I think it's just not invisible, so I don't know why this really is here, but I guess good hint.
That's because I'm not using Jao. Oops.
Like, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's the same for me. Nowadays, I think people will use Angle Glider way more often, so if on Jabo the idea is that it's gonna be completely hidden, invisible,
Yeah, it's gonna be completely invisible with Jao. When
then
Jao
that's a
was like
bad
the
fucking
default.
move.
But like Jao was the default when this game released, so it's mostly just age showing up a little bit, if you ask me.
Fair enough.
Anyways, that hint points towards a yellow level, and this is when the colors of the levels are important because you wouldn't know where it is otherwise. So you know that if you are not using Raiden, you know that you have something to do in that level. We are still looking for a warp, so. Oh look at this. This looks exactly like the picture, right?
Which we would know if we could see the picture, but yeah, that's how you should take a screenshot or something.
And this is the star that you saw in the distance, but this is Toad. This Toad has something very important to say, and now I think this is a strategic. Like this is not a product because you are less likely to talk to him at this point of the game. So this is a Toad, and that alone will prompt you like subconsciously into talking to this guy, and this guy has something really important to say.
He's also
Again,
not out of the way. He's literally on the star platform. If you look at the texture on the ground, he's facing you. Must be waiting for you for something.
again, brilliant game design here. I didn't expect anyone to show up here. I have interesting information for you. You see Core 7 over there? There is a warp hidden in it. You need to climb up the highest part of the red coin section, follow between the two fences, somewhere deep down. This is gold. This is where you pull out your notebook and type that down.
Yeah.
But
Because we are adding
honestly,
another 7 layers of complexity to this whole multi-puzzle.
at this point, I need to wonder if, like, we haven't been there, and I'm pretty sure you can jump there from the top.
Are you intended
So
to do
you,
that?
well, I mean, that depends. If there is something there, I would say so. Wait, this is where the star was. Right, that's where the star was, which means that I don't need to do that. You can just go back there. Maybe there is something here, right? Like, I mean, it's a chunk of, you know, the game.
You're grasping
Oh,
the
look at that.
straws, but fair enough.
I mean, in all fairness, if you were looking for the warp, you're very likely to land here at some point before you find it.
Maybe.
Keep it out. Why? Just keep it up. I have no idea what that means, but I'm gonna screenshot anyways. Alright, we keep gathering hints. Actually, I think that's as far as we all gathering hints because I'm pretty sure I went to every aisle. That isn't that one, of course, and that one has a pipe.
Yeah, in
If
summary,
you were keen enough.
I think we are not playing Mario 64 anymore. We're playing Danganronpa or something to that effect because we have an excess of clues to figure out one by one now.
Well, right now we have keep it up as a hint and the yellow picture. And since I don't know what keep it up means, we're going there. Alright, so I'm not using Jao, I'm sorry, I'm cheating, also I died.
I mean, whoever uses Jabu deserves everything that happens to them at this point.
That means that I know exactly where this blue box is. Alright. It's fair to assume that you already got one of the other two boxes, so you know what to expect from that box. You're not expecting a Vanish Cove. And you finally reach the mysterious pipe. So like, I'm not sure if this is experience for everyone, but I noticed this pipe. As soon as I go to the overworld, that means at 0 stars. So for the entire playthrough, I really wanted to see when I was gonna reach this pipe and to see what's inside.
And that's why you got Stockholm Syndrome into liking the following level so much. Welcome to Wall Zone.
Wall Temple. Oh my god, it
Wall
doesn't
Temple,
show up.
right?
It's Wall
Wall Zone
Temple.
is in Starman Zero. My bad. Yeah, Wall Temple.
Wall Temple, it's right here. This temple is used to stabilize gravity. I don't know why we need a temple for that, but sure. Let's say there are 4 boxes with arrows inside them in the corners of this temple. They rotate the room by 90 degrees to the left. That's important. To the left. Like that single sentence is what's gonna help you navigate this level without going insane.
Yeah, but no one is going to remember it. That's the problem.
And thus you go insane. You had to get red coins, but this level, so well, I mean the other levels had this too, but you only need 6 red coins out of the 8.
Getting lost incoming, that last sentence is what people will remember because it will happen to them.
And yeah, and well, this is a hard level. This is when the game shows a little more of the difficulty that defines it. Because this lava, this is, I mean, this looks super tame right now, but things can get out of hand really quickly here with the enemies and the lava and all the stuff going on. Especially when you start to actually rotate the thing. And by rotating, we mean warping to a different level that looks like this one. Well, that's a technical, technical details. Doesn't matter. We got 1 coin out of 8. I think this would have been more fun if it forces you to get all 8.
Well, you can still choose to get all 8 if you want to, so that's a you thing. Because other people I'm pretty sure hate this level enough already.
But they hate it because they don't give it a chance to shine. Look, a lot of people miss one detail.
Misunderstood art. We know how that goes.
There's one detail that most people miss, is that the background changes every time that you rotate this thing, so you can, even if you don't know that you're rotating left, you can tell that you are not in the same rotation by just looking at the background. Right now it's green. When we entered the level it was blue. And when I rotated the first time it was red with green. So we know that this is the 3rd rotation. And that we only got 1 red coin in here so far. And oh my god, I got screwed! That will happen. Oh, look at that. Amazing. See what I mean? This is blue again, so we know that this is where we started. And that's important because if you were, if you noticed, when you start, you have the red coin start spawned right there. So you already know that the red coin is gonna spawn on the 1st rotation, and if you were, if you were paying attention to details, you know that the 1st rotation is the one that has a blue background.
And then you just go through a lava tunnel for no fucking reason whatsoever, honestly. Because like a rational person will not look at that lava and think, oh, I can make it through here, I will lose all my health, but I will be alive.
I mean, I did it because I don't care if I die. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna survive that.
That makes things even more interesting.
Completely honest. And yes, not caring about dying is probably your best strat for this level because you're meant to study it first. I'm sure there is something if I fall down here. Yeah, look at that.
For example. I mean, if you don't find red coins in all the regular locations that you would expect, you would indeed have to start exploring the ones that you wouldn't expect. And also, yeah, you can still abuse the 3rd axis even though this is a 2.5D level. Which is just a good practical piece of knowledge to have.
It's something that you realize by yourself at some point.
It does give you even more mobility options in order to not get quote-unquote stuck in a lava place, which will help.
I'm dead. No, okay, I got really lucky there.
That was the save of all time.
Yes, the game tells you that you may get screwed when you warp.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any like training breaks for doing that.
It's good design to tell the player that they are gonna get screwed.
It's good design to not screw the player in the first place, but we are way beyond that with this level, so of course we're not talking about that.
That's too much to ask. Like, look at this. Oh god. To be fair, there are warnings. Like, you have signs that are a little confusing, to be honest. Yes, that's, in all fairness, they are a little confusing, but there are signs that indicate where the lava is gonna be. Right? Like that one. It's just that most people think that that doesn't indicate the lava, but that it indicates the red coins, because the red coins do look a little bit like that.
Yeah, I never knew to this moment before you said that. I was still wondering if these signs indicate the red coins or the warps actually, and I was going to ask, like, you know.
No, they indicate lava. They indicate lava. I'm sure that is stated at some point.
Friggin' Mythbusters over here.
And there is a star. Of course, I knew that the star was gonna be there because the background is blue.
Well,
Yeah, this is a brilliant level. It's just that it kind of breaks you apart if you are playing fast-paced, and you have to be very slow and methodic to approach this level. And oh my god,
well, that was off.
I know this because I have seen many people play this casually, and most of them raged at that level, and that's because they were tackling it as if it was a speedrun, like they were going really fast, and always going to where they knew was a red coin, so their learning will be like this. Get red coin, die. Instead of learning a new piece of the level, get the red coin again, maybe die a couple times while doing that, and then start learning from there. And that chain will get longer and longer, so it will be very frustrating because at some point you are collecting 5 red coins that you have to do in the same order because you never wanted to explore the level, and you are dying while you're exploring, getting those red coins. And when you get the 5th red coin, then you allow yourself to learn and most likely die, because that's how the level works.
But you are pretty harsh on people because this is not universal to this level. People would approach wrong hacks in general that way because they would want to collect the stuff they know how to collect first and be closer to the elusive final progress, spawning the star and so on. It's hard to make yourself go in a completely different section and maybe forget how to do the thing that you already know how to do. And collecting the first 5 red coins in this case.
Yeah.
It's just
and
not
the people that have
human psychology.
And I was one of those people, I raged out at this level the first time I played it. But they understood I was playing it wrong pretty much. And the people that I saw that didn't rage were the people that were super methodic and were willing to learn the layout first and then collect the star.
That's fair. Now with that said...
And one of those people got the star first try. They didn't die at all.
Oh.
So it is possible. It exists.
But now, what
my God.
hints do we have left? What information have we
Keep
got
it up.
yet? Oh boy.
It's the only thing that comes to mind, yeah.
Yeah, if we don't do the
And
final...
this is a little skewer.
So it's a thing you might or might not have seen once very long ago in the wrong hack, basically.
Right. But at this point you may want to go back here because you never got anything out of here, and there is the quiz that is clearly on site and blocked off. Somebody's at the door. Mushi, I need you to sing a song for 3 minutes to entertain people while I'm gone.
I cannot sing a song, but I can exist here, that's for sure. I cannot take control over you, but you can go, yeah. Yeah, so... Singing a song, that's not going to happen because I'm not good at singing, but I can ask you, when did you guys last eat spaghetti? I suppose that's topical because we're playing Mario. Just think about it. Maybe some of you haven't eaten spaghetti in months, and maybe that's a good idea for variety in your diet. Put that way, it might be a pretty good investment. Damn, the crowd is being really loud today. They're fighting for each other for the first turn to speak up. I'm going to have to moderate this really hard. I hope it doesn't continue too long and Phantom can bring us back to the game again soon. Well, I don't know. I mean, okay, then if no one else wants to talk, I will say it first off to answer my own question that I ate spaghetti like last week, so it wasn't too long ago, and second, use the opportunity to mention that in about 2 months from now, we are going to have yet another event, which is not this. We are going to have the Star Revenge 100% relay, in which we are not doing a race, because that's like 25 ROM hacks in order to completely go through the Star Revenge series, and that's a bunch of people. But every Star Revenge ROM hack will be played during this relay, in some order, all together as a marathon. And yeah, each person is going to beat one ROM hack. It's gonna take probably like 2 days straight. So we are gonna block off an entire weekend in, I think it was the middle of April, gotta check the dates, in which there's going to be only Star Revenge content on this channel on SM64 ROM hacks, so stay tuned for that one because it's gonna be a beast of a run, or many runs I mean. Yeah, I think it was settled to be for April 12th Friday through 14th Sunday. It's that weekend, like the second weekend of April, so mark that in your calendars and stay tuned for the absolute complete sweep of Star Revenge ROM hacks, which means that also this one is going to be included, and Star Revenge 5 is going to be included, and all that kind of stuff that we already saw today.
Okay, very sorry about that, but like, I kinda had to, I had to do a lot to be able to be here today, so it was very unlikely I wasn't gonna get interrupted.
Yeah, it's fair enough, and you already way exceeded my expectations about explaining stuff casually about how you find all the stars in this ROM hack. So yeah, it makes sense.
This ROM hack is beautiful in all capacities. Casual, speedrun, tasks, Kaizo, you name it.
Hey, that's what I said about Star Revenge 5, excluding the Kaizo, but yeah, you do you. It's good to have the passion.
Speaking of that, I lied. Keep it up, it's not the only hint that we have. We also were talking about the fences in Course 7, right? Like the Toad.
Yeah, actually. I already forgot
and
about
that
that,
seems...
but that's true.
Yeah, I just looked in my notebook here. My notepad.
True. In the notepad that only you are using and other casual players of this ROM hack would not be using. Yeah, that's yet another code.
Well, some do, because, mostly because I tell them before they start, so...
Ah, okay, fair enough. But Marv, if you want to balance the cope of Phantom, then come over here in voice chat, you know.
Yes. I want... I think it's over here, yeah.
Yeah, now finding where the fuck was the thing that the Bob was talking about, or no, the Toad actually.
The Toad said red coin area, and the highest point where there are 2 fences.
Fair enough. He's gonna do the thing again. That's also copium.
No, he didn't!
I was...
He did do it. That was sad.
Man.
Anyway, yeah, I put hack this so I will be able to show both experience stats and character stats.
Yeah, I get what you're going for. I think at this point, when my turn comes for Last Impact, because by God, I will be playing the Last Impact eventually. Yeah, I think I will
think it's a
do
good
the
idea.
same. It's a good idea to bring an all-round mix of the entire Rockhack, but yeah, I think I would be too exhausted to like practice speedrun strats and casual Rockhacks and all that kind of stuff. So it would probably be a
Well,
more
I mean,
casual
it's
playthrough.
either
But
that.
I appreciate your effort. Did I? Well, yes, of course I did. Like, what? Excuse me?
It's either that or getting the stars twice, which was my first idea.
Oh. Okay, then. Don't. But yeah, who is
So-
that in the voice chat right now next to us? Is it Marv?
I have no idea because I don't have this
Let
open.
me spy on
Well, I
that.
mean, I
Oh,
do.
no. It's usernames in this case.
Anyways, we were told that we had to jump down here, so we had to trust for a moment here. It's like a big leap of faith.
And oh boy.
Fast. But
What is
what the
this?
hell? We are already in the present.
So
is
this
that?
would actually
How
send
could
us
this
to
be?
the past?
Let's see.
Unheard of. Oh my. This looks familiar for those who watched the Star Revenge 5 run.
Can escape me or going to the past. To get more stars or just, I don't know, jump to the death here, whatever. Why would I jump to the death? I want to explore the level,
No,
dude.
and
Oh
there's
my
so many
god.
one-ups. Oh. Welcome.
Wow. So, this level was a big discovery for me and, well, pretty much everyone. And what the hell is going on here? So I don't have to touch it to know that this is probably bad for me.
Also, yeah, apparently some people are actually on ESA and are gaming right now in real life, including TB8. And maybe Marv, hopefully. Don't know, wait, he said. Well. Anyway, yeah, hopefully he catches up with them later. Yeah, ESA is indeed going on right now. Man, imagine if you manage to submit Star Revenge 5.5 to ESA.
That would be nice, but like I would have to travel to.
That's fair. But yeah, with this I guess we are beating around the bush this level. Yeah. Yeah.
This level is very hard, and the checkpoints are here for a good reason. Also, you can recharge lives.
Yeah, exactly. But for this one, bro, you'd make sure that, well, you're not dependent on lives directly, because that would kind of suck. So yeah, this one is called Discord Distorted Madness. It fits its name with what's going on in the level, but also it's a reference to one of the hardest levels in Night of Doom. Indeed, Discord Madness. So
Yeah,
this is to tell
this
you
is-
that, yeah, this one will be really difficult.
Oh my god, no! Muscle memory screw me.
Yep, that's what happens when you cheat with Cactus.
Kinda.
As you can see,
Oh, I can
yes,
show the
sometimes
secret
you...
star for the speedrun, I guess. I mean, this level is... This will be the hardest level if it... Oh my god. This will be the hardest level if it wasn't for the checkpoints. This is pretty much a full-blown Kaizo level.
True. And
If it
shoutouts to
wasn't
everyone
for
who
the
tries to speedrun 70 star of this game, because this includes all kinds of great levels like courses 7, 8, low tempo, this level, all in one
can't believe what's going
speedrun
on
trying
now.
to be fast.
Yeah. And so that's the thing, like, we already know that this game is hard. We know being Kaizo. And the game acts like this, like the normal levels, they are normal levels pretty much. But the secret levels are secret for two reasons. They are hard to find, which makes them secret, right? But they're also hard to play. The duality of the 5.5 if you want.
And you don't mean, or you don't need most of them in order to just beat the game 8% with 40 stars, which is good because, yeah, they will kick your ass
Right.
at the remaining 30 stars.
Yeah, as I demonstrated, this part doesn't mess around, by the way. Or like as I demonstrated, I reached 37 stars by doing the bare minimum, which is to get like 6 stars from the courses. We now star 7 because we don't know how to get it. We now need stars anywhere else. We already reached 37, so like you only need like 3 hard stars to reach the 40 stars you need to beat the game. That's very fair if you ask me. Also, this kills everyone. Like everyone likes a lot to this time. It's a very hard shell gameplay that you're most likely not used to.
Yeah, it shows also the core thing you must know about shells, which is jump around the whole lot, because that's where you have the best air control and the least chance to break the shell
Yep.
on walls or ramps.
Indeed. It's also a funny jump. Like there are many ways to do this jump.
Oh yeah,
I
man,
prefer
I
this.
remember so little of this level because of knowing the skips and also because of not playing the level legit ever since I beat it the first time. Or not playing the level at all, honestly. Like, I think I've only, like, went to the last part of the level with moon jump or something to that effect, but there's so much going on here.
It's a pretty large level, yeah. I mean, that's why it has so many checkpoints. It has like 8 checkpoints, I think. Or at least 6.
Like, to put into context how large this level is, this is the entirety of Starvenge 2 to the Moon Course 3, actually. I think it's also made, like, upscaled, and you're doing all of this to get 1 star in this level. So, yeah, shoutouts to medley levels.
So basically, in the games we've done today, we've experienced the first reference to Broduke making to the moon, and we've also experienced Broduke calling back to the moon.
Yeah, now logically we need to see to the moon next. Okay, that's not really how it goes necessarily, but we might be able to arrange that. I will probably have to ask Cirque about that. Just because, why not?
So here I was very lucky to find the bomb,
the
precisely.
Megapack.
Like what can happen here is that you go to the other part and
Find
get
out there
to
was
the
a cannon.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the good thing is that that part is short. Like you literally do those wall kicks and there's a cannon, so you have no option but to turn back and do the thing.
Yeah, this is one of the not necessarily annoying, like, quote-unquote mistakes for you to make.
No, this is just good design again. You know, something that you find a lot in this game. Except for this shot. This shot is kinda trash because you don't really know where to shoot this cannon. Of course, there is a checkpoint right before this cannon, but that's not the nicest
And then there's
experience.
also, like, these platforms over here, and usually, like, objects as opposed to level geometry means something is happening and you need to be there.
Oh.
But even then, I understand your point. Skill issue.
Something that you learn to play with is getting 3 lives from here because you're gonna be dying a lot.
That's true.
I don't have to mention this, so this game is extremely good looking.
Yeah, in the middle of this level, I think you wouldn't make this point, like, very fairly. I mean, we saw it in the rest of the game, especially courses 7 and 8, but this level is, of course, deliberately RGB noise, so please.
Static.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, static is like black and white.
Oh well. It's time to hyperspeed walking.
Why did it have to be like that?
Why not?
The thing there is a checkpoint right before that.
And fun fact, No, I'm not gonna say the fun fact. I thought you don't get to see the top of the castle there in the actual original level, and you only get to go on it here. But I think you
Oh my
do
god, I can't get
actually.
this. The what?
Like the top of the castle with the platform that ends with the checkpoint, the current checkpoint that you have activated. That in the original To the Moon level you don't actually get to go there, but I think you do for a little bit.
Oh my god, I would have been sick if I could go back from that. I don't think anybody cares to get that live.
Definitely.
This part is a little confusing for a lot of people. It's mostly because of the camera, unfortunately.
Yeah, there are just random
There are many ways
boxes
to do it.
here and there. And then this.
Yeah, and then you had to notice that the part comes here, so naturally you jumped off, but like you don't figure out that immediately, sadly.
Naturally. And now...
Well, and
it's
now
them.
there's a lot of fire.
We could call this a firewall.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Anyways, this is a very fast level if you know what you're doing. Well, at least very fast compared to the other long levels in this game. Oh yeah, let's have that because there is a huge invisible wall there for some reason. Not very common for this game, but well, it happens. So why am I replaying this? Because you pretty much only replay. God damn it, dude. You pretty much only replay the first 2 checkpoints in this level when you are speedrunning. Alright,
I think it's also kind of funny that To the Moon had that level making fun of Kaizo tropes and
yeah, and it
the level
became
turning a regular level from To the Moon into essentially a Kaizo level.
Yeah, I think people were actually... Like, Revenge 5.5 was kind of said to be exactly like another not... like, not as the word not, and not like Night of Doom. But like, as another reference to people who want something more difficult, something Kaizo out of the Star Revenge series. And this level, of course, gets especially close to that. So... yeah, it's just interesting how Broad decided, well, okay, here, I'm gonna give you a little something for all those Kaizo lovers, and they, of course, ate it like hot bread.
Alright, so I lied. It was the first 3 checkpoints, not the first 2. Oh no, yeah, it is a second checkpoint. Anyways, you can just kind of bring the shell here, this some speed to go back a little bit. You notice that most of this level is quicksand, which means that you have a shell, which means LOL. And this is when it gets important. So you already skipped a really large chunk of the level by doing this alone, but you can skip even more. It kinda depends on how willing you are to dying.
Yeah, to do a very
Because as it turns out, the shell, like, the pipe is the ending of the level, that's no secret, and the pipe is right there. And believe it or not, there is a way to get there with the shell, it's just that it's incredibly precise. Like that.
And that's why he gets it first try, and oh...
Yeah, I also messed up the ending.
So
Let's
that's
go.
the thing, that trick is really much harder than Phantom Mated Hook is his immediate success. It's actually dangerous to go for it, so yeah.
But to show how hard that trick is, I don't think I got it ever on the 70 star run. Like, no 70 star PB of mine has this. Which is a shame because this is the hardest escape in the game, actually. Oh, yeah, maybe. It used to be, at least.
I'd say you can definitely set a save state right over here, and well...
I can't stop doing that.
Yeah, like
Okay, well, I can show something else.
you're
No, never mind.
forced to like wall jump on the sidewalls there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
this wall jump. But
that
for some
makes it
reason, I'm
even
messing
more
up that.
difficult. But yeah, let's see.
Anyways,
I do
like the
want this
difficult
level
part
to
is
be over
getting.
soon, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. But like the hardest jump is the shell. But anyways, like you can skip a bit of the level by doing this. And I mean that's a decent chunk of platforming to get to the bomb. And then you die, like it's actually faster to die than just going back, and you can get more lives. And you're here, and then from there, like the cannon section, what you have left after this is not much. So just by doing the first half of the shell trick, you're already skipping over half the level, and that one is pretty easy to do. So that's literally standard. As for the second half, the one where you jump on the side like I was doing to the pipe, that's another thing. But yeah, like that's fine. In fact, that's what you want to do. That's faster. Oh yeah, pro tip: do this.
Fair enough.
And now this is fairly challenging, honestly, because this guy has a huge hitbox. So if you
And this
make the
music
mistake of going,
is also
yeah,
used into the moon. So
The
if
boss
you make
fight
the
of all
mistake of
time.
going too close, he hits you and you die. Alright, well, I don't know when I can show this, but like for War Temple, you don't need to go to course 3. Because this is the only time you're gonna see VLJ in this game. But you can VLJ there. Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, I didn't say that because, like, obviously, it's not easy.
The overshoot?
In fact,
Yes. Yeah, we get the point though. Like this would put you on
yeah,
level
you know.
with the base.
Anyways, well, the mystery of the course 7 is solved.
So we have only one
So
mystery to solve and 17 stars to go. Those odds aren't really well stacked in our favor so far.
well, I was told to keep it up instead of keeping it out. So
Yeah, let's keep up
oh, look at that.
here.
Incredible.
Magic.
The good thing about that is that it's something that you can find by just, walking around, something that most people do.
And now, oh my god, the quiz.
The music quiz. I gotta say, in my opinion, these are the best quizzes.
You're smoking right now.
this is another thing. I listen to the moon.
Yeah, I am. I don't remember this quiz.
Today, Phantom is going
Wow,
to
with
find
all
out
this-
when the quiz actually sucks. It's when you don't know the answers, you know, by heart.
Yeah, well, like, here's the thing. And this is much more objective than just putting meme questions that have no objective answer. This has objective answers.
That's true, but that's like saying that because one pile of shit smells harder, then this is suddenly not a pile of shit.
Oh yeah, I gotta mention, when the game released, the song couldn't be heard in this quiz. It was only on the title screen, like on the file select,
Amazing.
which is
move.
something that was carried from To the Moon, I think, because I think that's how it works in that game.
Yes.
But at some point, bro would figure out that it was just better to have it in the quiz proper, right?
Yeah, because the quiz
Especially
is...
because this is very long.
Yeah, the quiz is fucking impossible even when you do hear the song, because like it's long, and if you mishear something, you don't get to rewind. So might as well at least be able to actually hear the song you're supposed to listen to. Fail.
I knew I was gonna happen at some point. They haven't done this in long. I mean, I have a way to know what answer switch, which is just not moving the camera, and and then I know my movement from there.
But yeah, this...
Like for example, when the camera is facing this way, you always go down. It's always that door.
Hot damn. But yeah...
So yeah, there are ways.
Like, basically, Phantom is showing what peak of platformer design this is, because all you do is take 17 doors in the correct order, and then you get a star for it.
No, this is not big platform. This is big quiz.
It's a peak platformer
This
quiz
is
because platformer quizzes can never be better than this, basically.
There is no better quiz in the entirety from hacking.
True, but again, that doesn't mean that quizzes are good by default. Now that that's out of the way, well, we don't need to do the quiz anymore. And just in case you would
Oh my god, what is this?
A way to get out, otherwise you won't be able to get out of the quiz area, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, and to get here.
Wait, you're not supposed to be here, it says keep out. Oh well, I guess you
Oh my
like
God.
suffering. I guess you like suffering.
They're both here at the same time. That's a bad sign.
And I mean, the music is the most metal theme we have heard, and that's in a ROM hack with courses 7 and 8, like the ones here.
Yeah, this level likes to impress you with the visuals and the music. Both are top notch. This is a very hard start.
Just to punctuate it, for everyone still listening to us, the source of this track is the film The Matrix, and this is called Quob to Death, apparently. Which is what you will become while playing this level many, many times.
Well then, this level is very important in this hack. Like, I cannot stress that enough. This is a very important level for you to find, because it not only has one star, but it has many, many stars in the form of hints for the star 7 on every main course that has one. AKA all the courses are not course 4.
So
This is huge, and this is when everyone will start putting up the screenshots, because you really need them. And to make sure that you don't find this on accident, Brood also made them act specific.
what I mean, yeah, what a genius game designer.
Yeah, not sure if genius, but this is definitely something else. This is like a scavenger hunt, never seen like in any other ROM hack. Up to this point, I'm pretty sure all ROM hacks did something after this. But
This
like,
is actually like the prequel to Hint Arts, legit. Now that I'm looking at this, like it's just all coming together. This is actual Hint Arts.
it's huge, and it's kind of a shame that he doesn't force you to get 8 red coins in this level. This level also requires only 6.
Phantom, with all due respect, in this one case, I will tell you shut the fuck up, because I tried to get 8 red coins myself, and I hated myself and this game and life, so please.
Whoa, like, that ties together the fact that you have to get all the reds anyways to see all the hints.
True, but not in one playthrough. Like,
Yeah,
once you see the hints, they are discovered forever. It's like permanently saving like caps or Bowsers to your save file.
Yeah, that is true. Also, the level kind of blinks away from your side every now and then.
I also wanted to say that, Phantom, respect to you for playing on this version. I think where the platforms actually completely blink out into black, because later on it's like more nerfed than this, if I remember correctly.
Yes, this level got nerfed with every single patch. When it released, everything was dark, and that includes the sky was down there. And the timing for the darkness was longer than the timing for when it shines. So most of the time you were in the dark on the first version of this level. Then Brood nerfed that, so like the timing will be a little different, more lenient. but it was still dark down there, and that doesn't help at all. Like that's worse than it seems.
Yeah, because you lose perspective
Then,
completely. Perspective can be bad sometimes already with specific camera angles, especially in any Mario level, even the regular ones, but this one, made specifically to confuse you, makes that whole thing like even worse. You're really... like, your orientation is really bad by default in this level.
Indeed, and on this version, it got nerfed by making but putting a skyward down there, and I mean the skyward was there. It's just that it was obscured by an effect similar to what the level is. He got rid of that effect, and the way it cycles also got faster. Again, it got faster like 3 times.
Yeah, and the third time around, not only the cycle got faster, but also the platforms don't fade out to complete black anymore. So you can kind of figure out the outlines most of the time.
Yeah, effectively ruining the level.
As one would think when interpreting this ROM hack as like a piece of art, like you did so far.
It is a piece of art, yeah, well said. I mean, when you're playing casually, this only prevents you from going at super speed, like you can choose to slow down.
I have to say, for how much I'm not a fan of like dark and edgy stuff in general, like the music in this level really gets me, it's really epic.
Yes, and another thing, the dark effect has a deeper meaning, like it's not here just to look cool, like there is a good reason for this dark effect, but it really is, it's just the perfect representation of you not being able to see where the stars are in the courses. They are invisible boxes, and this level quite literally sheds some light into that fact for you. So this is like the perfect in between the bosses being invisible, then you have a level that lights up like this, and then you have the knowledge to know where the bosses are, making them fully visible. Yes.
While I cannot call your interpretation wrong, I just have to say at this point, I will be glad that we won't be getting to study Star Revenge 5.5 in literature classes.
But like it's like that. I don't even know if Rodut wanted it to be like that.
Exactly, like at this point we are not even assuming the author's intention, we are putting words in the author's mouth. Which again, you might be correct, but even then.
But like, what matters is that is the result, because that's what happens. That's how the level is laid out. Even if Rodut didn't want it to be like that, that's how it presents itself to the player.
True, at least one person treats it like that. So that's fair, yes.
Anyway, it's Act 3, and the star is over here. This is considered on this. Okay, I would say there are a couple stars that are kinda hard to figure out by the screenshots alone.
Yeah, like for this one, I always confuse this platform with the next platform where the produce is, if you're on the correct tack to open the cannon.
Yeah. For the most part, they're fine. I did need help to find one when I was playing actually.
Interesting.
But that's about it. Oh yeah, Brood also, like on the dark level that I was just on, there are 8 red coins, but obviously it's only 7 courses. So you wonder, what about the other 2 red coins? Well, there's one at the start, and then there is one that has a bomb. And the bomb tells you that it tells you a secret code, right? That the game comes with if you are like, downloading from the original source. And that secret code opens a zip file, and that zip file has more detailed hints for the stars.
Oh, so the hints are actually more detailed. I thought that the text box implied that, like if you don't manage to find all the hints within the basement level, but you did find the bomb, then you can take these 3 numbers and get like basically the screenshots for the other levels. But I didn't know that the hints are more extensive in that zip file.
Yeah, I mean the zip file doesn't have screenshots, but it has like it has a text file that says exactly where the stars are.
Fair enough.
Um,
And good to know. Even though I don't care, I know where the bosses are.
One thing that is not mentioned anywhere, I may be wrong here, but you do need to get all the stars prior to the act where you get the star that you want. So like this is Act 5, I need to get stars 1 through 4 for these stars just found. Otherwise, if I come to this level, get a star 5 and then select Act 5 that way, the star is not gonna be here.
Because the
I
game
mean,
will
that's
still
just how
consider it.
star-specific stuff works in SM64.
Yeah, the game considers
Yeah,
it
that
to be
is
still in
more the
active
game's
mode.
fault. That's more the game's fault. The brother has nothing to do with that.
I've always liked the one for Course 3 because first off it's that simple and second off it's on Act 2. So like you don't need to do much of the level. Also, the latest version of this game like adds a little bit of a hint to these boxes because they are still act specific, but if you're on the correct act and in the right spot, then occasionally they're gonna like light up with an outline of a box.
Yeah, and that's honestly the things I like because you have to be really close for them to light up. So at that point, I just give me the star. Honestly, that's fine. It's a good change. Once a
It
few.
matches the level where you discovered them then, I guess, as well.
Yeah, the graphics also much.
So yeah, this one is also funny because it's the... Except for Course 8, which I consider special, this is the only like hidden star on Act 1. It's also in a kind of
Yeah,
pleasant
you can get this one right away.
White House. Yeah, of course, bro.
You can get it right away in practice. But obviously, you don't get the hints for the waterfall until later in the level anyway.
Yes, only speedrunners can profit from it. But yeah, I mean, of course, bro, you wouldn't put too many of these boxes on Act 1. It's like simple statistics if you want, distribution.
I'm not sure what was his like. How did he decide the acts?
At that point it might be just random, except I have the feeling, like I have this headcanon that for courses 7 and 8 he chose them to be 6 and 1 specifically on purpose. Course 8 Act 1 because like you're already in Course 8, you're already in the brain fuckery that happens just by existing there, and Course 7 Act 6 because, well, kind of an inverse logic, it kind of doesn't make sense, but like beat the whole level first before dealing with this. Like after solving where this one is as in position, it's actually a pretty relatively easy spot to get into. I think it was also like close to our star 1 or something. So like before you get the, you know, the reward for it right here, you need to fight for it with the rest of the level.
Yeah, that said, I have seen people find it on accident, and that blows my mind.
I think it's, yeah, like the position really is intuitive, okay? Maybe it's not the easiest to get to, it's not the easiest level to navigate in general, but the spot itself is really sort of a dead giveaway kind of thing. Because the rest of the platform is quicksand, and then you have this safe ledge for no reason that you can easily get with a good wall jump.
Right. So Course 8 is a little complicated in this situation because first I need to go there. And for some reason I'm going to this warp instead of the other one, but whatever. I would say this is the hardest one to find actually.
Definitely. And that's on top of the general difficulty of finding basement and all the boxes in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to remember now.
Mostly because the visuals are confusing here. But you do get like a very good hint in the fact that it shows a checkpoint and it shows a fence. But what gives most people is that this is not in the middle. Like it's closer to this. Like most people expect it to be here, and a lot of people just miss it because of that alone. That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. That's why the outlines help later on in the updated version.
Yep. Yeah, they are
But
definitely good.
only provided that people are, you know, patient enough to wait around and see the outline. Which also sometimes they might just not. But well, now...
I never jumped to that one, did I?
I don't think so. Might as well. Damn,
Oh my
you're
god, I missed
very confident to do that with the die for a while.
it.
You know,
I just didn't want to take a billion fall damage.
well, you have to.
Do I have to?
Well, I don't actually care if you truly have
What?
to. Can you ask a question about the channel in general? Go ahead. Depending on the question, I might try to answer you right here or like in text in chat.
Nice.
Well,
Got taken out by the level.
Phantom, you started losing frames. Ah, no, the stream is back. Yeah, like the stream didn't die, but it froze for like a solid 5 seconds.
In darkness sits they are watching you. One though it hits scared. Make help.
Yeah, for the
So I'm
frame.
gonna be honest, but this is like the most cryptic hint the game's gonna throw at you.
This is a galaxy brain hint, yeah. Frame droppage is this a problem of the channel or the runners? It's the runner in this case because Phantom has one of the most unstable internets in the whole community.
Hi.
Yeah. So that's why. There are lots of marathon videos with that frame droppage problem. Marathon videos? Like from the last SRM? Really? That's interesting.
It really depends on like he goes from runner to runner.
Yeah, like, okay, like Phantom really is one of the glaring examples in that case, but yeah, some runners may also have shitty internet, but Watts is a little bit of a surprise to me, still. So it might be, the truth might be somewhere in the middle in this case. Like some runs will actually have frame drops like that. Not all runs are completely clean on this marathon. On the marathon on this channel, because this is not the marathon. But some of them, yeah, there might be something else going on.
It can very well be a Twitch issue as well every now and then.
Like multiple videos
Anyways,
in a row and there's...
if you have...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you have a gigantic brain, then you're gonna piece together that six in darkness are these stars here. Because they are looking at you, and this is really hard to figure out by yourself. I don't think I have ever seen it done. And on top of that, you need to pay attention to one of them that it's like looks slightly different. Honestly, the only way to improve this hint is by him telling you something about the color red. Also, yeah, giving him a triple jumping like that it's incredibly specific.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of the hardest areas to find in the game because of that, pretty much.
Yeah, so for the frames right now, I am watching the Discord like window from the Discord voice call that I am restreaming like from Phantom's footage to the SM64 ROM hacks channel basically. So I do also see all the frame drops like same as you right now, and there's not much we can do because that's just the capability of the internet in this case.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate.
And now up here.
Anyways. Yeah, well, Illuminati jokes aside, this serves to give you the hints for the red or green boxes and a star. Why not? The problem here is that because most people are gonna be using star display, you probably already know about these stars by now very well.
Plus the boxes, like, especially the red box, is not that hidden, and the green one, as we saw, could reasonably be seen as well. So, like, you would probably find
Yeah,
those
only the
on your own
green.
initiative.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh well, 1 star. Anyways, at this point of the game, we ran out of hints. We only know that there is 1 star inside the Bowser level, and then another star in the overworld, maybe, I don't know. So, you probably just go to the Bowser level at this point. That's completely fair. If you explore the castle more, which I didn't, then you probably got another star by now. And you know that there is 1 door that requires 65 stars, which is very important because knowing that is what's gonna make you quit this level before doing boss fight.
And it's oddly similar to Star Revenge 5, but this is a very far-fetched reference, like, it basically requires you to already know about the 65 star door and about the struggle to get to 65 stars in the first place.
Yeah, this is Bowser 3. This is Bowser 3 from Vanilla, in case it's not obvious.
With which...
And this is not Quicksand. That's less obvious.
That's not
This is not
Quicksand!
No, it's very slippery, but it's not Quicksand.
My man.
Just
I've been avoiding this like the plague every single time. And I think I have actually never touched it. That's disappointing. No, upsetting is what I'm looking for.
This is the first and only level that we require all 8 red coins, and this is only because like it's another way the hack shows this age. Since at this point, like we didn't have a patch to make Bowser levels only require 6. So this is just a relic of that era, pretty much.
Yeah, and I think specifically like Bowser level red coin stars, aka the ones that don't take you out of the level, specifically made for Bowser levels, and it's actually a really easy fix that I posted as a tweak eventually, and it's like 1 line of code change. You just need to, of course, know which one it is, which is easier with decom nowadays. Without that, I probably wouldn't have figured it out.
At this point, you can just like save anyways, so there's no issue with having that save prompt for this star. Alright then, so we are nearing the end. So something that I didn't do at this time, which is just to explore the castle a little bit, because while the pipe is most likely what's gonna draw your attention, there is a door over here, so pretty sure most people will just go here too. And, you know, probably go over here, but like this area and the next area are just like references for Star Revenge 5. Oh yeah, something that I wanted to mention at the start of all these is that it's really nice that you start where you left off. So like this castle is the last area of Star Revenge 5, and here's like the first and the overworld. That's a nice touch. And you also have like this, which is it's to show you that there is something more out there, right? Because this is the area that is only accessible after you get all the stars. Just in case you
read the sign.
Oh, I forgot them. Yeah.
Of course, reverse bro duty in that room inside insults you, but that's no surprise.
If you get the stars in the main courses, look out for the dudes sometimes. As useless as their infos may be sometimes, they let you change positions after some stars. This is very important to get, like, already star 2 on course 1 has this happening, right? Like, you need bro dude to open the cannon. This is very important. I forgot about that, honestly.
Yeah, it's stuff that
but
happened
like
a
I said,
little
like,
bit in this ROM hack and basically never really across other ROM hacks, so yeah, it's definitely something to inform the players about.
Like going down here, this is when you get the revelation that there is more to this game after 65 stars. And you get a familiar thing. Yeah, this is really nice. I always love this puzzle. So only the green ones are, you know, real. And you have to piece out the pattern for yourself after that. I love this stuff.
Yeah, so very observant people might notice that this is actually the same pattern as the one from the Star Revenge 5-star. At least for the first floor, the second floor has a second pattern.
Yeah, like, and that's on purpose, I'm pretty sure. Like, he was like, okay, you're familiar with it, here's another one completely different. Well, I mean, slightly different. Although, like, the pattern may be the same, but I don't think the platforms themselves are the same.
The pattern is not the same.
No. I mean, the pattern down there, the same as the one on SRH 5.
Oh, you mean...
So the platform, the layout.
It's probably not an exact copy of the whole area. Yeah, fair
right,
enough.
Like, it's not the same...
Than the one in 5.
Yeah, the one in 5 is pretty huge, and it's also like a straight line. This is like a block. But yeah, and then the second pattern is actually harder. Like, he only offset them by 1, and that alone is very confusing, honestly.
I think I'm pretty good with patterns, so I just need some more extra time to think and then I'm figuring it out, but yeah, I get what you mean.
But I'm a speedrunner, so I have to memorize this. Alternatively, there's another way of doing this. Oh no, I messed up.
My man, why are you so good at firsties tonight?
Yeah, it just, I don't know. Oh my god, but like, it doesn't work.
Apparently you have to start on the other side or something?
No, you start here, like, I need to start when you're on the peak of the long jump. And of course I messed up. Yeah, it's pretty specific. Like, this is a very specific trick. And I'm dead.
I didn't know it's that bad. Right, that specific.
Yeah. It only saves 5 seconds, mind you.
Amazing. Anyway.
55 stars. So this is the time.
Finally nothing else to do. I sure hope that the remaining 5 stars of the game are not going to be dog shit.
Nah, what made you tell you there's another firewall?
Yeah, last time I saw a firewall, that was a good sign in the middle of, well, the end of Distorted Madness. That was a pretty fun place, so obviously, well... Man, Brodude really likes making statues of himself. Not pointing fingers,
yeah,
but...
so like... Well, playing with this star display, you probably notice that it says boss tower and it has 4 stars. So the entire game you're gonna be wondering when you reach that, and that is the end game. And let me tell you, these bosses are like reference to, they were like past bosses on other Star Revenges, but they also got super buffed. So like these are some of the hardest bosses, ironically, in this series. Excluding Night of Doom, of course.
And Reverse Brodude over there would tell you as much. Of course, in his tone, which is very, you know, disrespectful of Mario. And now a little bit more of a, oh no, like, I hate you Mario for beating me up earlier and then having Reverse Brodude like put me in the cart or something, so now that I'm alive again just for this boss fight, I will make sure to destroy you. And then that doesn't happen and they're put in the carts again and Mario is a dick ass once again. That's amazing. Yeah, the war is... like, bruh.
This is our... Damn.
We see Phantom actually defeated for once, and that's fair enough, because so will you when you get over here. Like, at this point the game just drops its gimmicks. You get a life for every attempt in this level by default. When you beat the level, the star will actually be savable, unlike the rest of the very game, so... yeah, like, this is only here for you to... yeah, suffer. Until you win. Except for this
like
boss, you can do
suffering
for
will
this
be
boss, you
to
can do
just
this.
yeah. So like obviously it is faster to do it in the middle, but it's very likely you don't do it at all. You really want to win this instead. You know, safety over speed kind of
And of
situation.
course, more than 3 hits.
Yeah, fine. Jesus.
Because that's funny.
And yes, it is like important that you get him all the way over here instead of doing it here. Mario laughed maniacally as he assessed them. Anyways, needless to say, this boss has got super nerfed on the latest version. Not a fan of that because I think I like the point that they are hard as fuck.
But
Particularly this
when you
guy.
think about all parts of the ROM hack together now, you have to consider we have kind of been through a lot, and that's in your casual playthrough that only took 3 hours to get here with, you know, kind of knowing what's going on. Imagine that for players who are playing this for I don't know how long by now. Like every single part being hard or cryptic in isolation so far has been making sense, but when it comes to boss tower, enough is enough. It's been like 65 stars before this, so come on. I think the nerfs are fine. And also one of them is a buff, which we will get up to in a little bit.
I mean, you do have a point. The upside that this is no longer hard to find, and it's retriable. Because of course it had to be.
Yeah, but at this point it's only like a reasonable reward for getting so far. So I wouldn't say like Pro Dude gets bonus points just for designing this like that.
Oh my god, what's going on with that land jump? There is a sign telling you hints to how to approach these fights because obviously, as insane as they are, they have methods like there are strats that are more likely to work than others, right?
I am going
but obviously, even like the game itself tells you to not read that sign unless you're struggling a lot.
Oh well. Well, it's there for whoever wants to, which is a good thing. And I will give it to this boss fight in any case and situation. It is still better than the Vigor fight in SM65 Course 1. I'm not kidding. I would rather play this than that one.
What the hell?
Like, that one is just a regular Vigor above Quicksand with like only 3 blocks, which are not sand blocks but actually solid blocks, but then the Vigor just goes wherever he wants. And if it's in the pit of Quicksand, then you have nothing to do. And if it's not in the pit of Quicksand, you have to kind of snipe him from the block, which is really frustrating. You barely have any control. And I mean, well, you still Quicksand, so yeah. Better do this.
I see. No design whatsoever. So the strat for this Whittler is to get rid of the Lakirus stuff. It's the most important thing. The Lakirus are really good at sniping you. And to not touch a single Chakia, because Chakias sometimes are double Chakias, so when you grab one, there is another one inside and that one grabs you, and getting grabbed, it's always gonna result in dying. So the strat is to kill the Lakirus, then go to the stun block in the middle to get the first hit, which is the most important hit, because after that, they do just follow you, and that's it. And that's still hard to execute.
And now this guy, for which I will also say, somehow Brodude managed to make a more annoying IROC boss fight at the end of Star Revenge 0 than the one here.
But that one is a little cleverly.
It's gimmicky. But the gimmick
this one's more like the one in SL4 or SL6. But,
exactly.
Harder.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I did that so well, because historically I always struggle more on this boss than on Wiggler.
Which I don't understand myself, so good job in any case.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, so the reason why 70 star is run on version 1.0.2 is because this boss actually got buffed on this version. This is version 1.1. And it remains buffed on the latest version, I think.
Because there's no reason to nerf it. So basically Brodude says, okay, this is a direct trade-off for nerfing Course 4 into Oblivion to, like, you know, be playable with only underwater and not toxic. This one will have 2 health instead of 1. Why is that important? Phantom is going to show by, well, landing an easy first hit, but then...
It's your first hit. It will be.
Yeah, he was close to that, but basically he would like land the first hit on the Bob-omb and then he would only have 1 HP on this version or already be defeated otherwise. But with that not happening, we are witnessing this.
Oh my god.
Of course, since the versions save files, you could just do switch versions for this if you wanted.
Yeah, which is straight up versions coming at that point. So yeah, if you don't understand what the hell this King Bob-omb is doing, don't worry, no one does.
He's just playing mind games with you.
We got kind of like a progression with super speed King Bob-ombs. There was like in Star Revenge 8 there was one that was pretty fast, but not like ridiculously so. And then Star Revenge 4.5 had one that upped the speed significantly, and now we have this.
Yeah, this is like what happens when you go further beyond the speed that you're supposed to. Actually, he's completely invincible right now. Somehow we managed to get him stuck in a place where he's just not gonna get out of.
God damn it. Yeah, and to finish the timelines and everything, Star Revenge X also has this boss.
There we go. Wow, I did it. No, never mind. He's not invincible.
Like the whole missing node with the whole hyper speed that you also have to deal with. That one also exists there, but it's not as bad as this one.
In SR8, it's not missing no King Bob-omb, but the idea is fast Bob-omb is the same.
Well,
it's not really extreme.
To be honest, you dropped you dropped so many frames during that completion that it was not going to be legit anyway.
Anyways, like, you can insta-grab him, and since he has 1 HP on the other versions, this fight is a joke.
But now
he is no longer a joke. Wow, how did he land here? Anyways, the strat is to like... it's so hard. There we go.
Yo, Maria just raided us to see the very end of Star Revenge 5.5. Like, Phantom just cleared boss tower, so now he's gonna like get the castle outside star and then finish out Toho. Amazing. And also chat is getting hot all of a sudden.
Important thing is that like when you get the first grab, like most people don't know that you can insta grab him. So they're gonna struggle a little bit before getting their first grab. And then I feel that's the most beautiful part of the fight is that when you land the first hit, that's when you realize that he may have like 5 hits or something like that.
Oh,
you don't know that it's on you.
Yeah, I think that's what people call frustrating, the thing that you call like epic right now.
I don't think it's frustrating. It's more like it's uncertain. I don't know why they go Goombas. They're probably a reference to something.
They're a reference to put objects in a place so that it's not empty. 1, 2,
oatmeal.
Kirby something. I Kaze sang it better, but the video of that is lost somewhere, and actually no, it isn't. And by better I mean like with hood quality more than the stream. So well. So we have all 70 stars in the game now, which means we can finally go through this final 70 star door. Except that it works like a vanilla 70 star door and you could always go through it anyway.
This is a very important door because it lets you not replay the boss records.
Not the door, but the pipe, because again the door doesn't prevent you from going through the door. Anyway. But yeah, so here's the final boss fight of this game. It's 4 platform rides.
Yeah, I remember before this game game came out, Brodit was like,
Oh no!
the final boss of this game is going to annoy speedrunners, and then it wasn't. And then we got an auto scroller for it, and it became obvious why he said that.
Yeah.
But-
So like, ideally you follow this carpet. I'm dead. Ideally you follow that carpet. And honestly, it's a fun thing to do. I'm not sure if it's a fun thing to do as a final boss.
No, it isn't,
But
because
it's
of all the
definitely a fun thing to
speedruns
do.
that die to this level.
Yes, but they don't die because they are not following the carpet. I mean, yeah, they die because they are not following the carpet. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but following the
definitely
carpet
been-
is slow and garbage. So like, fair enough.
It became a problem level for speedrunners for a different reason than Brodit thought, because there
There-
are skips for this, and they are
Yeah,
pretty
like,
ridiculous.
nowadays, skips are actually found for all 4 seasons of this level, which is insane to think about.
Insane.
Because some of the skips, well, Phantom will probably show eventually, since he's been doing that all day anyway. Like, those skips are definitely worth staying around for.
This is a giant reference to Topo 16, which was the last Topo game when this game released. Back when Broad cared.
I think when I did my 41-star run, the skips hadn't been found yet.
So like, your run was good at the time?
Well, no, it was awful. It was like over an hour.
Oh. So that was the platform right for the first section. Now, the skip. Spring skip.
Obviously, you don't want to follow the platform because each platform requires like 1 minute and 30 seconds to reach the pipe.
Yeah, that's one thing. And
Actually, I think
also,
this first one was
for
found.
Spring specifically, it's not that much harder to play through the level like this than it is to follow the platform.
So
Would
you
we
can
argue it's
resist,
easier?
slow,
Probably not, but well.
and
And then
you
I
get
don't
in.
know if like the other ones weren't found, or if I just didn't do them because they were too hard for me, but
Yeah, like, if I
Oh,
had
you
to...
want a little history lesson? The spring one was always known, then the winter one was known, but it was too hard for people to go for.
It is still too
And-
hard, but they still go for it anyway.
Yeah, it's still too hard, sure, it didn't get easier, but like, it is done, so it has to be done. And then we also knew about this one, the skip for the summer, but it was considered as only because of the trick itself that you are gonna see after I'm done Bing Lane.
Yeah, and like, if the skip wasn't entirely mental for this section, I would have vouched for it, because these zigzags with this platform are particularly annoying to me, at least. Because it zigzags and it's switching between, like, swimming state and ground state, and it's quite fast, the angles are
It's
annoying, yeah.
Also, you can see very well where the platform is on that one. Summer is annoying, and at least when you're playing casually, that is.
Yeah, summer is also annoying for me in real life, but that's a completely different topic.
Right. Also, fuck. I'm not sure if I touched the
You did.
the checkpoint, did I?
You did.
I'm not sure if I saved it though, so I'm gonna have to die. Very nice from Brother to put a one up there.
Like, he knew where to cut his gimmick short, basically.
Yeah. So, Summer is the fastest if you are doing a speedrun because the skip is the fastest.
Yeah, and it, like, really straightforwardly skips the entire area. So, like, you set up your camera, and now you go into...
But the
Well,
the thing is that it's a little precise. Although this is very intimidating because the task obviously doesn't do like any kind of setups, right? but I also want to find the setup to make it. Oh my god, to make it like actually quite lenient, and also like got 0-star record, and the first time this was on in speedruns because of all that, and at some point they implemented this on 40-star. What the hell, dude?
So yeah, basically the trick there is you go into a C-Ops white, which is a special state you're not supposed to be in really, in which you slide down a slope, gain all the momentum without actually sliding down with regular gravity, as you can see, allowing you to build up a lot of speed. Then you jump onto this fly guy, go into a twirl state, move very little, otherwise you're going to lose your speed, and just barely make it to the last platform straight up. If you don't make it to the last platform, I think you're done for.
You're done for, and you die in a very slow and painful way, which is twirling down.
True.
And the thing is that when you're twirling, the moment you bounce on the fly guy, you have to go neutral on this stick. Otherwise, you lose speed every time you move, like Mushi said. So that's why I have to do like very tiny adjustments.
So
Otherwise,
basically,
you don't reach.
keyboard players are probably not doing summer skip. Now, Autumn, the one that looks the most straightforward with regards to the gameplay, with regards to the next section you're about to see in a little bit. As in, surely this isn't skippable, and therefore it was a meme for a lot of time when speedrunners played this, like when's doing Autumn skip, because it was known that there was no Autumn skip, but then, oh boy, they found an
Autumn skip has... So like Autumn has the most interesting history out of the 4 for me, because it was the unskippable section, and even when we found a skip, the skip was deemed task only, or at least single star only.
Yeah, some people did try to use it.
That's where it stopped.
Yeah.
Like it was. That's where it stopped, because it wasn't like, okay, well, it's that's only because people haven't tried it enough, like with summer skip. No, it is. Like it's really hard.
And
But lately we have York.
Oh wait, oh, so that's like, oh, I see. Luckily we have Jarp, who turned this into remotely viable for humans, but like, if you pull this off first try right now, I'm not gonna say anything, because last time I said that I ended up playing SM65, but I'm gonna do stuff. It's insane. Jesus Christ, so it's basically like this. Yeah, imagine succeeding in that, basically. Bro.
So this is like the latest thing that was found in the game. And obviously, like I said back when we were on this Color Madness, that was the hardest trick. Well, it was until we found this, because this hasn't been done at all, like on any category yet.
And since
it's still new, and it's honestly really hard.
Since it's in the Bowser level, if you want to beat the game as fast as possible, you would have to do it in any category. So like imagine 0-star with the intense BOJ and like moving during the text box in the beginning, or the any % where your goal is to be optimized in the rest of the levels and then ending off on this, or 70-star, which means playing through the almost impossible game at such speeds, and then this. Well,
that was close. Yeah, well, the thing with the experience of this game is that while it is a super high, fast-paced game, and everything, the skips at the end are so significant time-wise. Like they save a lot of time each.
So more
and done right, but dying to them also.
Hacks. Basically, you're not gonna see an optimized speedrun of this ROM hack from a human, considering everything that is technically possible to do as a skip. Because you need to nail all the skips successfully, like first try or really fast, and this is not going to happen with all the levels we saw today. In one run.
God. The worst part is that Autumn, like even the task skip, it's always the slowest. Like for example, both spring and winter skips, those save 40 seconds each, which is quite significant, don't take me wrong. But then you have summer skip, which save up to 50, which is huge. But this one stays around 25 seconds.
Yeah, and relatively it's insignificant, but it's still a lot of seconds.
It's a lot. It's a lot for 40 at least.
Nice.
But yeah, like as you can see, it's very precise. And then you have winter. Winter used to be the hardest trick in the game too. Wait.
I would
And
argue
winter
winter
is
is the
annoying.
hardest section to do intended, and then balancedly so
Yeah.
is still hard with the skip. Oh boy. Just barely. Just barely. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, sometimes you have like a better angle, so like you can slide with your butt on some of these slopes and not do butt clenching like this, but it doesn't get much better, to be honest.
Winter is just hard.
True. Same as real life, huh?
And it's harder for like people that don't know that you can just go below here.
Oh yeah, this is one of the proudest things that I know about this section, because it sure makes life free at this point of the level. And yeah, that warp
like,
at the
that
end
jump-
there is the final warp of the level, but first we will debunk the winter section as well.
Yeah, so obviously winter also has a skip. And it has been the hardest jump for a while. I guess autumn now takes the cake, since it's significantly harder than anything else in the game. But currently, at least for when it comes to 40 stars, if you want to look at the runs that have been done, then this is still the hardest trick, and then by a large margin too.
Yeah, I've seen many
So it's all
runs,
about
especially also Adam and Wamus, who yeah, just fail it on at the winter skip at the end because, well, it will speak for
it's
itself.
heartbreaking. Yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking. Well, it's already a little hard to like get this jump here. Come on, dude.
Shoutouts to Cylinder Collision. And that's probably the last shoutouts I'll be giving at this point.
Yeah.
Actually, now
All
that I
of this
think
is
about
fine.
it, the one guy in the chat said final already, but that was 12 minutes ago and we are still doing these, so...
That jump is insanely precise to get the angle that you need and the speed that you need to make that gap on dive state. It's
you need
infuriating.
to graze the one side and then actually still make it to, you know, the front part that will give you the speed to, yeah, get to the next platform
Indeed.
with the correct angle. So yeah, this
So
is
yeah,
it.
that is the final boss. And we are rewarded with some steam hands.
Except those are broad youths and we are not supposed to touch them.
These are steam hands, he says so himself. 4 them. 1 for every escape. Alright.
Damn. So yeah, this is
And
it.
Mario meets his end in this game.
The
Can't believe
end.
Mario's fucking dead.
Yeah, so like that's how the story ends after all these literature classes we had with you in this game. Disappointing. But yeah, GG. So that's Star Revenge 5.5.
I think it's fine.
Another reminder
It's
to
around 5.5.
play it if you want to, if this playthrough was not enough for you and you want to experience it for yourself. Again, reminder that we also played the Star Revenge 5 New Blue Realm today, which is the much better alternative if you're a first-time player. Because it's much easier and friendlier to get into, except for its last 5 stars, just like in this game. Yeah,
Also,
Definitely
playing
want to
that game
experience this
before
for
this one
yourself.
probably makes this one a bit more manageable. Just because.
Alright, well, thank you